Gentlemen.
Well, I'm recording for the pre-show, so no more sensitive stuff.
We should talk about sensitive stuff.
Movies.
Everybody mention a movie that you guys cry.
I don't know if I cried. I get choked up.
You got which movie did you get choked up? Who choked you?
Who choked you?
Who choked me?
And you found it
here.
Monica last night, but that's
she was just she
That's
saw
something
a Batwoman, a cat
I
girl
don't-
stuff, and she just wanted to.
I can't even remember what I'm trying to think.
I can tell you movies that I know that I got emotional to. Pokemon, the first movie.
well, everybody, all the kids
my.
cried at that. I cried. At
What?
That. Yeah,
I
we
cried
talked
at
I
about
cried
what?
at that thing.
I cry. Well,
with the
I think
Pikachu going like that.
Yeah,
It's like, oh god.
That was-
I don't
that-
care about
that
Pikachu.
was- that was
that
hard.
stupid
That was-
jerk.
What's that?
I cried to the ending of Cowboy Bebop
Okay, I haven't seen that.
because I got really attached to the character.
Okay.
Hey, movies I'm surprised I didn't cry at. Dark Knight Rises and Star Trek Into Darkness. I'm surprised I didn't cry during that.
Huh?
Both of the, what? Why?
Why would they cry that? Those are just manly
Into Dark Knight Rises, Alfred when he's at the I can't.
Oh
spoil it.
yeah,
That part when Alfred's crying.
That part, yeah.
Okay.
I fucking cried in the first movie when he was talking about
I could have done.
it's not just your name, sir. It's your father's name. Like that made me cry because fucking
your
Michael
father's
Caine
name.
crying is
Yeah.
like sad. And then Star Trek Into Darkness when
What
that part
happened?
What happened?
that one
Spoiler,
part
man.
towards
What
the
one
end.
part?
What about Lion King?
What? I
was too
I
young.
never cried at a
Lion King?
Disney movie. I don't know
Lion King?
why.
I've cried at Disney movies.
I never cried.
I
at
cry at
Disney
like every movie, but that's why I'm surprised I don't cry at movies anymore so much.
I never got emotional to a Disney movie. I felt.
Because you know one of us will lean over and be like, "Are you fucking crying?
You crying, Dan?
I'm trying to think if like there's been a movie I've seen with you guys where I've cried.
Are you crying?"
I'm just trying to bring the audience the lighter side of us. We're not
We
just
are-
these manly body weight.
I wanna say-
motherfuckers. I do have 800 guns in my house, but
What?
it's just to make up for my sensitive side.
You have guns?
No.
Have you ever shot a gun in your life?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind?
Mostly handguns, and I had a semi-auto, but I don't know them by name specifically.
Just
Why?
know them as, you know.
Yeah, like in those terms. Yeah.
Pew,
those,
pew.
Those ghetto
Yeah. Thank you. I didn't want to bring the ghetto part of this, but
What?
Gat.
Your gat.
Your Glock.
Your Glock, your gats, your piece, whatever
The
you
one
wanna
thing
call
that I
it.
haven't shot that I do want to shoot is a shotgun. I haven't.
I've shot shotguns, rifles. I don't think I've ever shot a handgun.
Hey, have you ever shot the peace sign? Have you really gotten in touch to your sensitive side?
Have
I've
you shot the peace
prairie
sign?
dogs.
Man, peace. I don't want to.
He's shooting the peace sign.
Well, watch out. This is a new kind of violence. Peaceful violence. Have you done that? While
Peaceful
you cried to a
violence.
nice movie while holding your
Just
your
gone
wife.
like this.
Have you ever
I'm still trying to think of a fucking movie because I can't even think of one right now.
I want to say, I think the third Lord of the Rings.
I cried.
The last scene.
No.
What?
I cried at the part where Sam left Frodo, or Frodo told Sam to go away. That fucking
I don't
made me
like
cry.
Sam that much. I think it was
Just,
the
that was
ending.
sad.
I got
Goodbyes,
even,
goodbyes
but-
kill me.
I got some.
What about
I got
Wilson?
one.
No, I didn't cry during that.
I find it more
Why?
comedic.
Because that was a beach ball.
I found it more comedic.
Volleyball.
But you know what movie really got me crying from beginning to end? And it was not because it was sentimental. but it was-
Bambi.
No, not that. It was
Bambi's
just because it
mom
was
died.
so good that you just had to acknowledge it. Shazam.
I was crying at Shaq's acting in that. Once he started rapping, when he started rapping, I just started bawling. You know.
Oh my god.
The Shaq Fu.
Dude.
Oh,
That
man.
game, from start to bottom, I just.
Start
That
to-
game
Yeah,
from
that's
start
how I
to bottom.
can say things.
That game from start to bottom.
Hey, he's shooting peace and start to bottom. Peaceful violence.
I'm a
You're
feminist.
full of them today, Sly.
I'm a
You're an
feminist.
asshole.
This
English.
week on feminist news.
English is not my biggest forte. I was just gonna say that.
I still can't think of anything.
Really?
I
Are you
don't know.
trying to?
I'm trying to look further back because there hasn't really been much. I mean, what about Norman Reedus in The Walking Dead? I mean,
I just saw the pictures. Man.
I just want to know to everybody listening to this pre-show, Tell us in the comment section. Tell us what movie or whatever, series, TV show, whatever, anything that you watch on the TV computer that you were like, man.
Michael Scott left The Office.
This
I
is
was
sorry.
like,
I don't know. You know what? What was it? Will Ferrell came in? What's it Will Ferrell that came in after?
Don't look at me.
After Michael Scott. Yeah, he was the next boss dude, and he was pretty decent. He wasn't the best because I got used to him, but I don't know. That was touching, I guess.
I cried at the ending of Born Legacy.
Why?
when Michael
It's
Jordan
just,
retired, I was like, no.
Space Jam when Michael Jordan retired.
Yeah.
When he extended that arm and made that shot, I was like, that's it. That's it.
Oh god.
I can't believe that he actually tried to be a professional
player.
Yeah, like what the
I like
fuck?
the fact that he made fun of it in the movie.
Well, that's a good sport, I
That's
guess.
pretty funny.
That's a good sport.
I think I used to have a Michael Jordan baseball card.
Really?
Yeah.
I still have basketball cards of his.
Yeah, I used.
What is this?
I definitely had that.
What is that? I can't see it.
What? Wow.
Whoa.
What does that say?
Whoa.
Let me see.
I can trust that 100% because I played Smite with
Nice
him.
headache, Sheamus. All right, give me a second. We're gonna go. First of all.
I don't know. I don't know.
I know.
He's one of our mods.
He's one of our mods, but let me. I'm gonna look at the.
Really?
text.
Legitimate?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't know who that
I'm
is.
gonna,
I know who he
I'm gonna
is.
say. I said, hey, bud, you coming over? And this was at 2:26. Usually he gets home around 2:30, and he said, nah. And first of all, he said, nah. Woke up with a headache, feel pretty poopy, so I'm sitting out. And then Mr. James got a tweet saying what from
This is
Mr.
the hub, not me.
Well, the hub, the creature hub thing got.
Seamus can blame this mod for ratting him
Yeah,
out.
you got ratted out, Sheamus. You've been caught
I
in
can't
the
have a
lie.
headache and play Smite.
Huh?
He
You could always do remote CT.
Sheamus. I can't believe Sheamus is not here because he's.
I can
He has a headache?
step into Seamus's shoes.
Go
I would
ahead.
do- If I had a bad headache, I'd stay home. I might not play Smite, but it wouldn't be out of the question.
Man,
I watched the Smite tournament today, the one for the one tournaments.
who won it?
No, I just watched one of the semifinals.
Who was going? Who was
Snipe and
Yeah. Oh, by the
another
way,
team.
that other team. But by the way, everybody, again, since you're listening to this, everybody, happy birthday to
Hello.
Mr. Uber Haxernova. It's Jay's
Happy
birthday. So
Myth-
Can I have
Mr.
free
Smithers.
Smite lessons for my birthday?
Happy
I can get that
birthday.
arranged for you.
I want to play.
Who do you want to teach you how to play Smite? We can get the people. From
I don't
Uber.
know. Both of you never taught me jack shit while
I've
playing.
been trying to.
You just tell me the items though. You don't tell me as to why. I need to know why I'm buying certain
Okay,
items.
well, I can do that. We can have.
This
a
guy's
sit
just
down.
like, you need the magic boots. Build magic. I'm like, how the fuck do you build magic? Get the magic boots.
Magic
Okay,
boots. You
magic
get the magic
boots.
boots. They equal magic power.
If you want to do strong
You
or
want a full
whatever, you do
rundown.
the other boots. It's like you always start with a fucking set of boots and you move from there. I don't understand
That's
it.
what's
That's actually
called-
kind of bullshit because I never start with boots. No.
He always tells me to start with boots.
I start with boots sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Usually in Conquest.
So I'm using their old builds.
But hey, everybody, again, happy birthday to Mr. Uber
Hello.
Haxonova. He is here on his birthday.
I'm here on my birthday. I never stop working.
He doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Actually.
You don't see it, but he has a ball and chain.
Yeah, he's a-
we usually keep it out of videos.
People do not understand
We have to edit out
the
the
fucking
clicking
scheduling for this week, next week,
Oh,
next
man.
month. Like, what the fuck?
Especially not this next week, but
Yeah,
And
2
this
weeks
is
from now.
always this is
E3.
how it is. Like my birthday falls on these weird ass days where it's like even back home it would always be like my birthday would be on like on Sunday or something like that, and like that was like who the fuck does stuff on Sundays?
Yeah.
But like over here it's
Next
like
year it's gonna be Sunday.
it don't matter what day it's gonna be because it fucking falls on event season anyway. Like
Yeah.
my birthday is always around events.
E3 next year.
Yeah.
Probably. Like what the fuck? Wasn't it? What day did we go to E3 last year? Was it like the 3rd or the 4th?
I thought it
or
was like
something
the
that?
2nd through the 5th or something like
Yeah, it's
that.
like the
So
day
we would've
after.
left, like if we did the same thing this year we did last year. Like I mean, if
This
we
week
did
I get like
other
maybe
way
a
around.
week or so.
Wait, no.
But even then, Denver Comic Con is over.
it
my
couldn't have been the
birthday
day
now.
after his birthday
Yeah, that's
because he had uploads and stuff he was setting up before you left, and he was drunk the night we had his birthday.
There you go. Yeah.
So that wasn't the right. That wasn't right. That wasn't right after. It might have been a couple
Few
days.
days,
after,
yeah, a few days.
I can't remember.
It's
I
pretty
just
retarded.
remember him
though.
yelling at me, telling me I
Here
was
we go
playing.
again.
Don't bring. I'm never gonna not bring that up.
Again.
Don't break the ice. He made me get that game. He didn't make me get the game, but we got the game. We got the game. We start playing it. He's drunk. He had like 3 blue moons at the B-dubs we went
is
to.
this James being drunk?
This is James being drunk.
James
So we're playing Don't Break the Ice. We set up.
Who
He's
did
like,
he picked on that day then?
That guy.
He was picking on
that's
you?
why you remember.
well, he didn't really pick, the thing was, he didn't really
fact.
pick on anybody. It was just when we were playing Don't Break the Ice.
Well, fun fact, and James has said this plenty of times to me, and I'm glad that I've never been in the shit end on the stick, but he tells me anytime that I'm drunk, what I do...
I'm drunk.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I'm talking in your...
Oh, okay,
James
you're
talking.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, Sly, anytime that I'm drunk, just be careful because I pick on one person.
I
just don't let go. And it's true. I remember when we were at the old house, I think you were picking on was it on me or was it on I don't know, I forget.
You never picked on me.
I forget who you're picking on. But I know that for this in this case what you were talking about, he said he was picking on you.
Yeah, during Don't Break the Ice. But it wasn't anything personal though. He usually goes after personal stuff, right? Or no?
Not so much.
Okay.
It's just more
maybe,
of like...
maybe it was me just for that though.
Yeah.
Where he was like, "You're playing it wrong. Don't break the ice." Because I hit the piece, and you have to hit it until it goes through, and then if it all falls, you lose.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting it, and I keep hitting it. He's like, "No, you're doing it wrong. You can't hit it like that."
I think he might have been like hitting like 4 other blocks at the same time.
No, I wasn't.
He was fucking cheating. So I was like, you can't be doing that.
I was playing the game the way the rules said, because I had never played it before, so I read the rules.
He went once, knocked down like 4, I knocked down 1, and then by the time it was my next turn, it was done.
One at a time.
I know, I'm
You
making
have
shit up
drunk
right now.
memory now.
It was funny.
Are you
'cause
drunk
I
right
remember- I remember that time that he was drunk at the old house. I make sure to take care of him, and then I never thought about this, but he actually repaid the favor back when I was drunk at
PAX.
Yeah.
In a public place.
That was fun. We went to the PAX concert after that, and I was filming you a little bit, and you're like, "Don't film me." You're like, "Don't post that." I'm like,
Yeah.
"You can't even tell you're drunk in this. It's just gonna be in a montage."
Well, they were gonna fucking leave you. They were gonna leave you at the party, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck he would do, so let's make sure to grab him.
I already know what I was gonna do.
You're like, get him the
Like,
fuck
no,
out of
no,
here.
he was-
Get him the fuck out of
I
here.
think all of you guys knew what I was going to do.
Get him
I
out of
wasn't
there.
there, but
Yeah,
I
he
heard
wasn't there, but yes.
detailed stories of what was going on.
It was
Something you guys will
at
never
the
know
time
about.
I was single, by the way.
Oh,
At the time I was single, so I knew what I was ready to do. I was going to mingle.
And that was music from Hellberg, if Dan puts it in there.
Yes.
Welcome to Creature Talk for some date I can't remember.
Wow!
I knew I was.
There it
It's
is.
June
There-
1st. How do you not know? It's his
You think
birthday.
I'm serious?
Okay.
I believe that you're
Yeah,
serious.
he is serious.
This is the second time that you forget about Jane's birthday.
In the matter of minutes.
In a matter of
Minutes.
seconds.
Minutes.
Welcome to the June 2nd Creature Talk.
It's June 1st.
June
We always
3rd.
record, but we record these the day before they actually go
Yeah.
up. So actually, we should probably start saying the date of the day after.
No.
I usually get them on on iTunes. Right
Yeah,
away,
that's
though.
true. Yeah, actually,
So-
because I can render them out real quick.
They just pop up on
Ignorant.
what's it called later.
Ignorant.
Anyway, we are joined by birthday boy James.
Hello.
And we have Sly
Hi.
and then Dan.
Hi.
We are sitting here.
There's actually a wrestler that has
The name birthday boy?
No, the moniker Mr. No Days Off. I think that I should take that. Mr. No Days Off.
Mr.
Because I'm
No
here on my
Days
birthday.
Off.
Mr. No Days Off.
I like that.
That's me.
But you know that if you actually keep that, then you have no excuse.
And then, I'll take a day off.
Yeah.
I'm already not having much excuse.
What are you doing here?
I think it's isn't it Notch's birthday today too?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You guys have the same birthday.
One of these
remember
like
that.
years, I wanna have my birthday with him and like
a
be
birthday
like,
bash with Notch.
Joint birthday.
like fuck you, not just my birthday, and then he could be like, fuck you, it's my birthday.
Well, he was
Then
born
just get in a
first.
big
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, we could.
Big fight.
We're gonna get him a small little kiddie pool, and we're gonna fill it with Jello, and both of them are gonna be only in their trousers, and it's gonna be.
Could you imagine
What?
that,
I'm
like,
sorry, nothing.
because my birthday's on the same day as Notch, the shit that I could probably like if we were over there, like convince him to buy with all of his money, just be like, get a fucking pool of Jello. I mean, Notch, why not? It's your birthday, you know what I mean?
Do
Like,
it, do it.
come on,
Yeah,
it's
do
my
it.
birthday
I
too.
just think knowing his
Dan, we're gonna have
personality from
Notch
what I've seen, I
and
can just see
James.
him like, oh, why not?
tidy whities, super tight, one actual size smaller than what they are. Fight, and whoever wins gets to actually have a special NPC made of them. in Minecraft.
Couldn't Nacho already do that already?
No.
Probably. Well, no, you'd have to say Jeb to do it or
Yeah.
something. Be like, Jeb, you got to do this or something like that.
And he kind of does have like that like old like skin looking of him and whatnot.
Could you imagine Notch and Tidy Whitey's one size too small?
One size
And
too
nothing
small.
else on?
Same thing with James though.
And the hat. He has to wear the hat.
He has to wear the hat.
And
But
the
what we're
hat.
gonna do, we're gonna put like a strap, like a helmet, so it never falls off.
Yeah.
Because that's
Strap
the
on
only way we're gonna be
okay.
able to
I
influence.
thought you were saying a strap on the
Could
Tidy
have
Whities.
him get a fucking bouncy castle over there.
Get a
like-
bouncy castle. That
A Minecraft
is,
bouncy castle.
You know, a ball.
We
pit,
could have
too,
him
so it's
legit
level at-
like
then-
buy out
the
a
balls
place.
are all
Just be
cubes.
like, we see this like say like a fun city or whatever. We like look at that fun city, Notch. Buy that fucking place out. Like buy that place out for today, and we could just shit
Birthday
around the
bash.
entire the
Birthday
fucking day.
bash.
Even
Actually,
better.
buy
even
it and
better.
burn it to the ground.
What?
Wow! 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 You can take the go kart and
Notch
race it in
buy
the
something
golf
and burn
cart.
it.
Now, take the go karts, say fuck it, race it in the golf cart area, and play fucking go kart racing polo.
You can mix it up.
You can do whatever.
You could play golf in fucking carts. Like, just,
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work, but it would be weird. You have to drive with one hand and
Yeah,
like hit
you
with the
can do
other
it.
or
It's
something like that.
Yeah, it's like
Polo.
It's like polo, so we're going around.
There you go, yeah.
Whoosh.
And our goal is to
That'd
hit
be
each other
amazing.
to the point that we're knocked out.
I guess
and
that's
the only
when
way
the
we win.
creatures go to Sweden, June 1st, 2014.
Yeah.
The Notch James birthday bash.
And then we get to go from Sweden to fucking E3 in LA.
Oh,
We'll fly to.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
It'd be the
like
best fucking
Man.
I like
travel.
This. I like this. I like this a lot. We need
So
to
we
do
have
something.
right now. We have we have Denver Comic Con is going on right now.
Yep.
Went yesterday. 3 of us went yesterday. It was all right. I don't really know. It seems like they have shit more spread out, I guess, than what they did.
It was
before.
they had a lot more space this year than last year.
That's good. How many people were actually in suits and whatnot? Like,
Oh, yeah, there was a fair amount of
Yeah, that was a good amount
cosplay.
of cosplay.
yeah. Natalie said she went and she's like, yeah, there was actually more than I thought there would be. I'm like,
Some
really?
cosplay I wanted to erase from my mind.
Like what?
Chubby Loki, chubby girl Loki.
That's bad. But
There's some people who
wasn't-
are wearing
wasn't-
belly outfits that should not have been wearing
Yeah,
belly
stuff like
outfits.
that
Yeah.
kind of stuff, and really skimpy shorts when should be wearing skimpy shorts.
With their
You
ass
know
bags.
what?
They had
hanging
a
out.
booth. There was a booth where they have, I think like they have like hot chicks dress up as I guess superheroes or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and they had like one of the chicks I guess there. I shit you not, her tits were almost out. Like I was just like looking like what? They gotta come out soon, because they're like it's like a button down shirt, you know, like a what are they called, like
A
fucking-
button-down shirt.
No, but there's like it's like a shit. What the
Super-
fuck? You know, with the name tag on it. What is it? Mechanic shirt type deal, like
Okay.
that. And it's like it's split down the middle, and there must be like some tape on her tits that keep
The
keep
nipple
the
patch.
sides
Yeah,
there or
nipple
something
patch,
like
yeah.
that. But yeah, she's just like moving around and shit. there was a big chick. She had like short hair, and she was talking to her. And she fucking motorboated her right in front. Like I'm assuming she was like, you know, bi or you know, a lesbian or something. But she was just like, yeah, I want to get a picture with you. And I mean, she sounded like that too. when we
How
said
did
that.
you talk? Can you give me?
I just want to get a picture with you, man.
You sound like somebody that ate a burger and
just
didn't
like-
finish it.
It was because she was trying to get a picture, and she was just like, "Yeah, I want a picture right here," and she pointed at her tits, and then the chick was like, "You know, are you gonna tag me in it?" I'm assuming, you know, she meant for Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh yeah, I tag you with it, but I just want like right here," and she starts pointing at her tits again, and she fucking like takes her head, this big chick, shoves her head right in her tits, and I was sitting there watching the whole thing. I was just like, "What's going on here?" Like,
Did you throw a few dollar signs? Or?
yeah, she just like, go more. I'm sorry, I just witnessed this, and regardless of this lady right here, I'm gonna throw money at you. Done.
That's it. Everybody wins.
But it was I didn't understand it. I was so confused after that. I was like, "What's going on here?" Like,
Welcome to Denver Comic Con.
like, is this what it's become? I mean,
Maybe.
why even cosplay anymore? Just come naked. Just come naked.
Well, a lot of the, I feel like a lot of people that do that whole outfit and whatnot, the whole costume shit, like it's kind of like their way to like finally give themselves a reason to like show a little bit more skin. Some of them are like, majority of people that like put a lot of effort into sometimes on these outfits are actually pretty shy and whatnot. They are, I guess, the artistic kind of people. try to keep
You're
more
saying
attention.
they're like, I want to show some skin now.
No, that maybe they figure that there's gonna be other people that are doing it too,
Yeah,
so they can fit in
They
better.
don't see it as showing skin. They're like, I'm just really being this character. There's people
Does that mean it's like
try to
peeking
actually.
there?
It sounds fine.
Okay, good.
There's like people that
It doesn't
actually
sound
like
bad.
commit fully to like, let's say if there was a girl that dressed as a kitty, she would just act like a kitty the whole time.
So furry.
Furries do go to conventions.
From what I've
so.
seen.
Huh?
There was a guy in a furry
Yeah, there was a
suit.
few. I actually see a few people that were in full furry suits. Like I think I've seen this from Natalie that she recorded a little bit. Like a dude dressed as a fox and some other stuff, and they were like acting a part.
There's a lot of like Homestuck characters and stuff like that. walking
Homestuck
around
has been
from
taking over.
Tumblr.
What's that?
Homestuck?
It's like a Tumblr comic thing.
Yeah.
It's like a web comic.
Yeah,
or something.
it goes really. I started reading a little bit of it, but
I don't
stopped
follow
at one
it.
point.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
it's-
don't follow it
because
at
it
all.
started. The thing, the one thing that everybody says to read Homestuck, it says at first it's not that wow, but keep reading it because it gets really, really good.
That's exactly what I've heard from My Little Pony fans. Because I've watched the first episode of My Little Pony,
Did
Friendship
you?
is Magic, and I was just like, I don't understand what
Yeah,
this is.
this one is like made in MSN Paint.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
MSN Paint.
MS Paint. I'm sorry. God damn it! I can't.
MSN is a Microsoft site, so
I guess
you were close enough.
There's a lot of Doctor Who people.
Yeah, I
there,
was gonna
too.
say so the cosplay you're gonna see at Comic Cons regardless. You're gonna see a whole bunch of Doctor Who, whether it be the Doctors, the
One of the
Weeping
Doctors.
Angels things, or whatever
Yeah.
else they have.
People
You're
walking
gonna
around in
see-
TARDIS shirts.
You're gonna see people you have no idea what.
It's
they
that
are.
simple too. We were fucking commenting about that. We were
Like
like,
there were people showing up in hoodies.
Yeah.
It was just like a Spider-Man hoodie with his eyes on the.
and it's like suddenly he's cosplaying as Spider-Man. It's like, oh, you got a
Iron
hoodie.
Man
I
hoodie.
guess I was
Batman
Desmond Miles
hoodies.
then, because I have
You were
my
Desmond.
hoodie on.
Oh yeah.
There you go. You're
People were
Desmond.
Miles.
lazy cosplayers there.
I did when you guys split off from me. I got one comment about the Twitch hoodie. Like I heard someone behind me, and they were like Twitch, and I went back and I was like, yeah.
We were joking because James walked up with the purple hoodie. He's like, I'm going to be the only one here with a purple hoodie, and we ended up seeing like 4 or 5 people in purple hoodies. But he was like, I'm representing Twitch
Yeah,
here.
not that exclusive.
Yeah.
Hey, Twitch
He was cosplaying as Fussy.
Yeah, he
That's
was
what-
Fuzzy Otterballs
or Gunrun
Congrats.
or Ernie,
or Ernie.
Hey, yeah.
any of the Twitch crew.
But yeah.
or John.
No, there wasn't any amazing cosplay. I mean, the
What?
same
I just-
Iron
there
Man
was
guys.
the same- I see that
There was the
Iron
same Iron Man
Patriot and
guys.
War Machine that like they have a really nice setup. There was actually a really good Captain America there too.
Really?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
It was
See that guy? Wasn't he like a
last
Spanish-looking guy?
Yeah, he was there last year.
Yeah, he was there last
It was the
year.
same Iron Man suits from last year, except for that one that had the gold. They had a random.
Yeah, they had
lady
like a
with the gold.
smaller gold.
Shit.
That was
So,
really
I mean,
weird.
but it was the same costumes we saw last year. Same thing with the Captain America guy. I didn't wear my Bane thing, but I thought like I should have.
I saw
worn
a few
my,
Banes.
I should have worn my back.
I saw one
a poopy
Bane. That
Bane.
was, I saw a really good Bane.
I saw a good
actually,
Bane.
that had the green vest and
Yeah.
everything.
Really?
So.
I saw a tiny Bane, like a little, like a thin, looking little guy, like like as if
Maybe
he's
that
not
was
on the
before he
Venom.
got the Venom.
Yeah, as if he was not on the Venom or anything like that. He was just really small.
You know though, like I've been trying. I don't know who I can actually contact, but I would love to get like a really like pimped out like.
Iron Man suit.
Yeah, I would really want that.
Well,
The guy that I
there's
tried to
guy that he was
contact
trying
was-
to contact was actually here.
Yeah.
We saw him last year. I don't know if he was there this year, but his costume looked poopy compared to the other two guys.
Cause like I
It was
seen
pretty
I seen the
bad.
one I think this
Maybe it was at the main Comic-Con.
was it? Cause like seen one that like the mask like he just went like looked up and the mask opened
There,
up.
I got good footage of a guy yesterday. Like he was just standing there, and then with next to chubby Loki.
That's the one that I seen. That's the one that I seen.
Yeah,
that's the one
and
that I
then
seen.
like I was filming him, and he saw me, and he just went like he didn't even look up. He just like the mask went down. He must have hit something on something.
Yeah.
He just like went like it went down, and he did that, and it was so awesome.
I want that. I will
One of the
cosplay
lights was out,
as
though.
Iron Man. In my mind will be Silverman because I can't really say the word Iron correctly at
Yeah.
times. But I will cosplay. If I had the ability to actually have to, I'll buy the suit and everything. If somebody can make that for me, I would wear the shit out of it. Cause fucking why not? I would cosplay at PAX East, West, whatever. I would bring that shit with me if
North,
I could.
south.
So yeah, Denver Comic-Con. Got some stuff there. There wasn't as much to buy, I guess. Most of the shit I kind of outsmarted myself with. Most of the shit that I wanted to buy, I quick looked it up on the Amazon app.
After you bought it.
No. I bought the giant mushroom. I bought the
And you
giant.
looked that stuff
I bought a mega mushroom, Mario mega mushroom, because the guy said it was the last one. So I just bought it anyway. That only turned out to be like maybe $2 cheaper on Amazon.
Away, you pulled another one out. And put
But
it
there was a
there.
few
Last
things.
one.
Yeah, fucking asshole. That
What?
is.
What was it?
No, it's just a mushroom. He said it was the
Okay.
last one left. But there was other things that I kind of wanted to get. And then I just looked it up on the Amazon app, and it was cheaper online. So I was like, why the fuck? Why even bother? So I just put it back. The only things that I ended up like getting that I feel like are kind of worthwhile would be like prints and stuff like that from the artists that are there, because they, you can't get those anywhere else unless you contact them directly. But so I got a few prints. I got like 2 prints, like the same deal that I got last year. It was like 2 for $30. It's not that bad. So what did you get?
I got a Domo Batman model thing. It was like this little hard Domo Batman.
I saw that one of those at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. He's just like, ah. And then I got a claptrap that I'm gonna paint up like Roscoe, which I'm gonna do like a hub video on or something. Just like do a Roscoe painting thing.
Stop motion is what Trapville is now.
Yeah, we're gonna do live
motion
action. I need to
Trapville.
get like you need to do like a T-pose thing of Roscoe from each angle so I can see the colors
so
and
you can see the
everything.
colors, yeah.
And how it all is. But yeah, I bought a claptrap, bought that. Liz got pink Domo and a pinhead statue. That's pretty much it. We got a bunch of posters. We got like a Harry Potter poster and
Full
stuff
size?
like that. Yeah, poster?
Yeah.
Like that size poster.
Okay.
Although some of the ones like she picked out were kind of the smaller ones, and I'm always like, I'm such a like, I don't know, I'm like
gotta be bigger,
I'm like a
no?
poster Nazi. I want it to be the 27 by 40
Really?
full poster.
Because like my
I don't like the little ones
the
like
ones,
you can get at
and-
Walmart.
Well, the thing is, like for me, it kind of makes sense because I'm like filling my whole office.
That's
there.
true.
So like
But-
anything that can fill in a little gap, like
Tetris style.
yeah, I need to fill every little spot.
Speaking of that just reminded me of Gangnam Style.
What?
The War Machine walking around. Did you hear he had a speaker on his thing?
Yeah.
He had a speaker playing music. When we walked by, they were playing Gangnam Style and they were dancing.
Really?
Yeah, in the Iron Man. I filmed them doing it in the Iron Man.
There's a little
suits.
kid doing the Gangnam Style thing. Like I was like, it's just too viral. Too viral.
Too
So
viral.
little kids
Too
liking this
viral.
stuff. I showed up a little bit late because of traffic, and I had
Yeah, we got
to-
there at like Liz and I got there at like 1:20. James got there a couple minutes later, and so we were there like half an hour.
I was there.
before-
I was just eating. I was
Okay.
I was eating.
We were there
first.
like half an hour before it really opened until they started letting people on the floor. Jordan got there at like 3. Or,
It was
no,
like
2. I'm
2.
sorry, 2 when it was supposed to open. And we were already like the line already like doubled from when we
It
were in it to when Jordan
Went
got
around
there.
the
So
whole
it went
thing.
around the convention center and then doubled back halfway around the convention.
See,
center.
that's the shit.
Christ.
I seen that when we were going up the escalator. I figured they'd because it, the blue bear thing
Yep,
or whatever.
it circled
goes
around
it goes
the
around
bear.
the blue bear.
Yep.
That's the same shit that they did with the fucking wrestling event where they're like, you have 2 lines next to each other. These people are gonna cut over. They're gonna fucking cut over.
Yeah,
like
it
there's
was-
nothing they
it
can do to
was
prevent
stupid.
that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it went back and kept going.
They need to
and
get
kept
some
going, and then it
guardrails out
doubled
there.
back. Once it got halfway around the
Guardrails?
convention center,
Yeah.
it doubled back again.
They had
Going
guardrails
back.
at the front. They had guardrails at the front.
So we ended up getting in at we got into the convention center at 2. We went through registration. That was really quick. So we were like on the floor by 2:20ish. We walked the entire floor, and then Jordan got in.
I
Jordan
got a
got in.
message
I
at
got
like
in at
5
5
something.
o'clock.
Yeah, Jordan got in 2 or so. No, more than 2
It was
hours.
about
I guess.
almost a little over
Almost-
2.5 hours.
Yeah, so by the time we were done walking the floor, Jordan gets in. Like, we're sitting at the table waiting, like, just sitting there eating and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
Jordan comes in, and we're like, okay, see ya.
And I walked the floor, and then it was.
Did you get anything?
No,
Really?
nothing really jumped out at me.
Uh-huh.
I showed him these
There's
Assassin's
some
Creed
cool
ones.
prints, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like the checkered part so much, and all the stuff had like a checkered background.
You could have got the Desmond and the Thor one. Neither of those had that.
Yeah.
I mean, no, the Connor one did have it.
Yeah, but it was colored. It wasn't
You
like
could
it
still
didn't.
see
It
it,
didn't look
though.
like a Photoshop thing. Yeah, but the Loki one
I
has
don't
that
like
too. But it's. I mean, the fuck.
He's being an ignorant. Let him be. Let him be. Let him be.
Being an ignorant.
I'll tell you what. Your art would be amazing if you just didn't do this.
Sat there. Okay, here.
You know what really didn't let me buy this art? This.
I could have told him that.
The background.
The background, 2 checker, man. 2 checker. I don't like Cartoon Network checker shit.
You should have told him.
Please.
I'm gonna be sure. I'm gonna message him. I'm gonna message him.
I'm not gonna tell artists what to do. If I don't like it, I'm just gonna move on.
That's fucked up.
That's
fucked up.
Man,
these people are on the edge of being completely broke. They need your money.
So what am I gonna do?
Give them your money.
Change your style so I like it.
Give them
Even
your money,
probably everyone
and then
else
you
likes
fucking
it.
take a marker and you color it in your goddamn self.
There you go. You didn't even think about that, did you?
Just tarnish the piece of art.
Tarnish.
No, because
you squandered
then
their
you could
artwork. You squandered their art.
You could put your signature right next to theirs.
I kind of helped with this.
BG by like you did the background. There you go.
Yeah.
That's
Squandered.
Squander.
Yeah.
Well, I like that one artist. I got like a Loki print, which his style looks straight out of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It looks like almost identical to Marvel vs. Capcom 3 character models like that, like the cell shaded kind of like dark, shading and stuff like that. It's really cool. He has
I didn't get to go to this one because I was being a little bit too lazy last minute, but I'm planning to go on Sunday, so let's see what I can
get.
get.
If that happens.
Wait. Well, me and Alex are going on Sunday, so what's your point?
Of course. You were going to go yesterday, too.
Well, we didn't get to because we were doing
We'll
Chef.
see what happens.
I did Chef for the Creature Heaven for my channel. I had to do
See
things.
what happens.
Plus, I was working with my mods and admins so we can get the homie server more like maps for you to play and shit. We're aiming to get over 100 survival game maps for all of you.
Anyway, Denver Comic Con. Wow. Yes, that was Denver Comic Con. Wow. Did I even say what the? I was like, so we have Denver Comic Con, then we went off on this all the Denver Comic Con stuff.
By the
so
way,
we have
before
that was the first topic.
Before we finish Denver Comic Con, George Takei, Stan Lee. Shatner was there, and then
they weren't there.
No name.
They weren't there.
They didn't show up.
They're going to be.
No, Shatner wasn't there.
Stanley Sunday.
I was just saying
they're going to be there.
They're going to be. They were at this convention.
Yeah,
but
they weren't. They're going to be there on
Yeah.
Sunday when
Felicia Day was there.
Felicia Day was going to be there, and I was like,
she was there yesterday.
Who wants her autograph?
There are people. There
Wow.
but she
There's
was
like
one of the few people there.
Wow.
Do you
You're
remember
shitting on somebody's idol?
Do you remember Donnie from Frasier?
Yeah, I saw him.
He was there. Yeah,
I saw him at Comic Con too.
Yeah, I remember.
I mean, the San Diego one.
Yeah, I was like, when we walked by, because he was like the only other person I recognized outside of George Takei, Shatner, and Felicia Day.
Unbelievable.
You know that person
Will
that you
Wheaton
really
wasn't there.
like, and you look at fuck him. It sucks. You suck for liking that person.
Don't believe me.
Words of Kootra.
When I want the creature's autographs, I'll go to everybody except this man. I'll be like, who wants your autograph? Fuck you. Fuck you.
That's what I'm gonna do from now on.
Kootra?
Sounds like cooties.
Got
so dark in here.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, stupid cloud things.
I have the best glare on my computer screen.
So anyway,
at all times.
Denver
It's
Comic
nice.
Con. Denver Comic Con. We did that. Next week, E3.
Yeah.
Next month, the real Comic Con, the big one.
The real one.
The
not
real
like that
one.
fake one that's
The
going
real
on right
one.
now.
They're all the
San
other ones
Diego
are fake
Comic-Con.
one. Like,
Okay, just
all the other
making
ones are
sure
fake
that
one.
the other ones don't matter.
It's funny, there was an artist at Denver Comic Con who had a book of all of his prints. One of them was like New York Comic Con exclusive, and I was like,
Why is it here?
why is it here, you fucker? Like, what is this? You're ripping those people off that bought this at New York Comic Con. You're bringing it to Denver Comic Con.
I need the money, man.
Hey,
It's the money.
Speaking of Denver Comic Con, you remember that bootleg DVD place that we went to?
Yes.
Okay, so there was this guy who had hundreds of DVDs, and it was like complete series of Batman the Animated Series, complete series of the Japanese Spider-Man series. They had the most obscure things, like
It was
complete
tempting.
series of like a bunch of different old
that
cartoon
legal?
shows.
I asked that.
Okay, so Liz really likes the Addams Family, and she saw this thing. She has the Addams Family movies on DVD. We saw the Broadway performance of the Addams Family with Nathan Lane and stuff like that, and she's seen it on YouTube, like camera captured, but she hasn't seen like an official production thing of
Is
it.
there an actual thing that you can buy?
Well, there was at this booth, so we're looking at all these like inseams for the DVD.
It's
covers,
funny because
all
when they
printed.
seen it, they were like, get this. Like, we need this.
Yeah. So all the labels on the inside are printed. We opened up the box. It's burned onto a DVD, and we're like, we don't know about this. So, but we ended up getting it anyway. We went home.
Wow.
It was the same thing that was on YouTube. It was camera captured. It was so bad. It was so bad.
You know, we
Oh
were
my
talking.
God.
We were sitting right there at the booth
next
talking
to the
about
guy.
this. Right next to the guy that runs the booth, and I was sitting there. I was openly asking Dan. I was like, "Is this even legal?"
And I was like, probably not. These are all probably bootleg.
"Yeah." And the guy's like right there standing.
And we're like, how much are these? He's like, it's $20 plus, but if it's a multiple DVD set, it's $20 plus $5 every additional disc.
Yeah.
$5 for one disc. That's fucking bullshit in the first place.
But like, so the Japanese Spider-Man that he would have gotten would have been $45 for like.
Yeah.
Did he say anything to like? Is this
No,
legal?
we didn't.
No,
we didn't
no.
ask
Yeah,
him.
that is.
But I had brought up when we were eating or whatever.
dodgy
I was
ass
like,
shit right there.
I was like, watch these videos be like 640 fucking resolution or whatever, like nasty looking, probably ripped right off of YouTube. And I guess
It didn't look bad. It looked maybe better quality than what would have been on YouTube. But
He
like,
fucking upscaled it.
yeah, I don't know. I was playing it off my PS3, so maybe it was automatically upscaled. But
That's sketchy, man.
But man, it was so annoying because we watched most of it. And it was just like there are parts in between performance parts where everybody's clapping, where the guy puts the camera down like into his lap, and he's like, and you hear like when he's adjusting the camera. There's parts where he's not focused, and it's like changes the brightness and stuff like that. It's nasty.
How much did you pay for that?
$20.
$20 for that.
$20 World Throne.
$20.
That
to fund
bootlegger
guy
dude,
to
he was sitting there
bootleg.
like flipping through his money, like,
oh, yeah, look at all
man.
these 20s, man.
God, he also had porn in there too. He had Pulp Friction and
Pulp Friction?
Twite.
Yeah,
Twite.
he had a box of porn underneath
Oh, okay.
everything. Like, it was just kind of sticking out as if someone already looked through them.
Yeah.
Like, bootleg porn.
Yeah,
We should do that we should do that for our fucking playthroughs. Let's put them on a fucking DVD and fucking sell them.
There you go.
Copyright strike hard.
Get a real life copyright strike.
Yeah, FBI copyright strike right there.
That's funny.
This is my Brink playthrough.
You're gonna enjoy this. Watch.
I'll put a warning on the back that a few episodes don't contain sound because it cut out.
Good luck finding any other footage with the sound because everyone on the server experienced the same issue.
That's so bad. So yes, that's Denver Comic
You
Con.
missed RTX.
What?
You
RTX
you
is before
yeah,
San
it's
Diego
before
Comic
San Diego
Con.
Oh well, RTX.
So yeah, we have E3. E3 goes on the 11th through the 13th, but we're gonna be there kind of longer than that. But RTX is July 5th through the 7th, and San Diego Comic Con is July 18th through the 21st. So we're doing that.
Yes.
For San Diego Comic Con, we're not quite sure if how that's gonna work out. Right now, it's pretty much James who's guaranteed to go, and we're
we'll
gonna see if we can get me on there. But
And then we have Prime down the road, and Eurogamer's listed on there. We don't know much about that yet. Don't know much about that yet. And then I'm sure Minecon would be kind of fitting in there somewhere if they really do it on the East Coast sometime soon, I guess. I don't know. So, do you want to do those first, or should I pull out one of these real quick?
pull out one of those.
I'll pull out one of these.
Pull one of yours.
A fan topic. This is brought to you by @CreatureHub. If you'd like to submit topics. Someone has asked about the Payday 2 trailer.
What about it?
Recently released.
I thought it was
I thought it was fucking cool.
I have
Payday
not seen
2,
it.
Payday 2
You haven't seen
gameplay
it
trailer.
Should I watch it right now?
No, you gotta watch it when we're
You gotta
done.
experience it, man.
Why can't I watch it right now?
It was cool, but
Cause
yeah,
you
Payday
can't,
2's
man.
up for pre-order, and they had released the trailer.
I'm excited
and stuff,
for it.
And it looks.
I came in a little bit.
awesome.
I noticed I came in a little bit late on the hype for the first one, but the second one I'm.
There wasn't really hype around the first one.
Well,
No, it was
just
literally
like a
it was literally
pure
one of those
indie game,
things where it was
release.
like, "Hey Jordan, check out this game.
But
we should
was
play it."
Was
and
it
that was it.
exclusive only for the PC, right? At the
No,
time.
it was wasn't it on the PlayStation
yeah,
Network?
PC and
'Cause,
PlayStation.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, they. Had
Yeah, well,
published it.
But they don't have nearly as many updates, I don't think, on the PlayStation. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
'Cause PC
'Cause,
got
yeah,
updated a lot.
PCs are free to update compared to PS.
But that was
and
always
Microsoft
like, I
games.
I'm
mean-
just happy that I came into
I'm
this
watching
now, because like you were the reason that I started playing it.
Uh-huh.
The first Payday.
Guess who was his reason for playing
Where's
it?
that you?
Hey.
Hey, what up, man?
Hey.
Yeah, big. Give it up for the birthday boy.
Hey.
Birthday boy. Well, that's gonna be.
1 second, Dan's watching.
Oh, he's watching.
It's
I'm
almost
watching it.
He's
I'm a
watching
minute
it
in.
right
They're
now.
about to break into the bank.
One thing I noticed was that he actually shot a civilian, and no bullshit
He
happened.
did.
It
He
was
shot
silence.
a civilian in the thigh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and but wasn't it when he fell in front of the entrance of it? And
Yeah.
there was another dude.
Yeah.
Like maybe he made sure that he was like everything else was clear.
I don't know if that would be
That's-
straight out
Is that
of
a
the game.
silent
or whatever.
shotgun?
Yep, it is. They have silenced like everything in this now.
Sweet.
When I fart, it's gonna go.
Oh, here he goes.
There he goes.
Look, he's running.
Oh, I shot him in the butt.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going in now.
They showed that clip before of the mask getting put on.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that before.
That looks so fucking dope.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Hey, Chains.
And it's just silence.
Follow
I
me.
love this shot. It's just like
Make a little
everyone's
money.
like, Oh man.
What is the name? The sex? What is it? Licious? What was
Hawks Delicious.
Hawks Delicious.
Huxtable. Hawks Delicious.
It's Hoxton, but they always fucking call
Yeah,
him
they
something
call
different.
everything. I don't think Dallas is. My guy is like the one that doesn't say anything. He just calls him Hawks.
I like that song.
Yeah,
Like you're missing all the. Like,
I'm
missing
an
extra
asshole.
stuff at the end.
wow.
I looked away
What
because
an
the song was
asshole.
so like.
What an
The 2 is a dollar sign. Sniper rifle. Okay. I
Pretty-
missed 2 shots.
Hey, it's still
Hey, it's
shots
still
that you didn't
shots.
see.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Get him.
So yeah,
Amazing.
it
That looks pretty good.
No, it was a really
I'm
good
excited for
trailer.
it.
Doesn't look like they did any sort of graphical over thing, but it still looks good.
They're probably using the same engine or whatever.
Yeah,
I would
probably the same
imagine.
engine.
They just probably have a little.
Probably
bit.
just refined features.
They probably
and
have
stuff,
more
systems.
time with it and probably more money now.
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
it, I'd imagine.
definitely.
They put in a lot of features, like they have like the safe house. Where you kind of hang out and you get this display like trophies and stuff of
Oh,
your
cool!
heists
Is it
and-
just like a playable area?
yeah,
where you can...
yeah, you can just walk around and stuff. So I thought that was pretty sweet.
That's pretty cool.
And yeah, a whole bunch of other stuff. And
I'm sure they still have Valve behind them at some point too, like with
Yeah.
the Left 4
Yeah.
Dead shit that they did last time.
Is there going to be a giant toothbrush in the safe house?
maybe
I hope so. I want that to be my
may,
trophy.
There may be, depending on what happens, there may be an extra big surprise for Creature fans.
Oh.
Have we talked to them yet at like any
I-
conventions or anything?
No,
We are at
we're-
E3.
At E3,
Okay,
we're
cool.
going to
Yeah.
be meeting up
Yeah.
with them. And
Wait,
kinda
do you
doing
know
everything.
something that we don't? Because you seem to be.
We've talked about it
talked
before.
about it.
Wow.
Yeah, we've talked about this
Well,
before.
maybe it's just my lack of attention.
Probably. That's usually what it's contributed to it. That's
Oh,
probably it.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I'm
though.
excited too.
Have you played Payday at all?
Yeah,
A little bit. We played on like the stream
Yeah,
mornings.
he forced me to do it, and then I actually got to like it.
It's fun.
I just need to get the grasp of it, so.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't know, it's a majority of them do fall with one shot, but like I just like completely go Rambo and just.
Yeah, it's really there's a lot of conserving ammo.
Yeah,
so
I-
you can't really pick up a lot of it. And it's
I like being supported.
The beginning, I felt like I was being dictated by Kootra. Like, oh, hey, Sly, you're gonna do the really boring things. Oh, take all the cameras down. Oh, go to this office while I do this 360 backflip and get
while I
all.
drill a door.
Well, you took the role that I usually am. I usually like just hanging back and letting them do the complicated stuff,
I
like
like
taking
doing
out
the
security
complicated
guards and stuff
shit.
like that. And I'll like get a drill or something like that, or I'll cover stuff.
I understand as a fellow crime person, I need to
As a
listen-
fellow crime person.
I need to take the parts that they don't want.
Someone who does crime on the daily.
He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
crying person.
No, well, I cried too. Remember, we established that in the pre-show. But I haven't. I knew that I had to do boring stuff, so I had to do it.
I do hope they do more of a class thing, like.
What do you mean?
yeah, they're gonna be doing specialty special.
So everybody, because right now everybody does have a kind of a role that you have
Yep.
to play, but like I want it to be more.
yeah,
more
they have
refined.
a lot of like I don't know what I call.
'Cause right now,
perks,
you
but,
know, the
like,
I did
abilities
see them.
and like
Yeah,
specialities.
he always
and stuff that
He
you
tweets
can-
at me and you a lot of
Classes,
the
yeah.
new things. I'm like,
Classes.
what?
Yeah, they have classes.
Well, I think
and,
they
like,
just have
perks.
like the medic bag. I think they could kind of like go further with that and have the defibs or something like that, like someone who actually can heal, something
Yeah.
like that. Like,
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
they're gonna have so much more in this. It's crazy. He's been tweeting at the director of the game's been tweeting at like different pictures, spoilers, and like different guns.
Yeah.
And they have so many different masks. They have a cat
Yeah.
mask that they had tweeted. So
I bet he tweeted that
Yeah,
at you
he
real
did.
quick. Yeah. Yeah.
But,
I want a
yeah,
puppy
it's
chef
like an
mask.
awesome. No.
I want a bulldog mask.
I
need that.
But yeah. So. What
If
came
it's not
out-
Kootra, it's not good.
So something came out over a week ago that Dan didn't even know about, and I had predicted
On the 20th, I
had
didn't even know.
predicted-
I don't know how I didn't know.
I don't know.
My
You don't
movie
know?
You don't know.
You don't know?
If only I had the soundbite set up. I don't. I don't know why my movie site didn't post it, but the like full blur trailer for Batman Arkham Origins was released, and it was awesome. It was really cool. I don't know why Jordan didn't tell me about it, considering he saw it when it came out.
I just kind of assume those things when it's Batman related that Dan just.
Yeah.
kind of
I generally
knows
do
about
find out
'Cause
about it, like,
he's
let's
usually
not assume
combing
anything.
he's usually combing for stuff like that through the internet.
He's
Yeah.
coming?
I don't follow
He comes-
game
he comes to
news
Batman?
sites though.
Wow.
I don't follow
Man.
any game news sites. I just go on my movie sites, and usually they post game news.
Well, like I said, when I saw that like little teaser thing, and I made a good guess that it was Blur, and I was like, "There's got to be a bigger one coming." For
Yeah,
that.
Jordan guessed right that it was just little sections of the teaser in there. But it was really cool. It was I don't know. Blur trailers are awesome. For
it's not going to make the game
anything.
good.
No, it's just to generate hype. They spend $5 million on a trailer from Blur, and it generates hype. So
Yeah.
when you see
Really cool
see
trailer.
a Blur trailer, it's the cost of those are usually around
it-
5 to 10 million,
It
depending on how long.
seems
Really?
to me like they're probably
Holy
just going to take kind of like the engine from Arkham City and do another game. It doesn't seem like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like they're changing a whole lot from what I've seen.
Are they going the Call of Duty route?
Yeah, because we got.
Sweat graphic.
The difference between Arkham City and Arkham Asylum was just they changed systems a little bit. They upgraded it a
Yeah.
little bit. They didn't really change it graphically. It was the same.
If they still have Rocksteady on another Batman game, those would be the guys that are going to be doing the new stuff, I
yeah.
guess.
I mean, as long
Next
as this
gen
like
Batman game.
Yeah.
with Call of Duty, the focus isn't on story; it's on gameplay. But generally, the story is kind of all right for those. But I mean, like if the
What are you
story is
talking about?
good,
I like the Call of Duty 4 story, and I like Modern Warfare 2. What are you talking about?
I'm saying the focus isn't on that. But
It's more on the
I
multiplayer.
did say 2 seconds ago that they
Yeah.
do have good stories.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
it's
arguable.
Batman. It's arguable. It's a roller coaster popcorn
the
ride.
next one. The next one. Is
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
the
the
next
dog.
game.
A dog
We're
that's
gonna
gonna
cry.
die.
We're gonna cry over the dog.
Oh,
I can't
talking
wait
about
to
it.
see how they make it so that way you can cross a field with a helicopter above you and you have to stay out of its line of sight or whatever. You know, that's in like every other fucking games. But
Yeah,
like, I don't
Usually.
know.
Or the
Yeah.
AC-130 sequence.
Or the one that you have to be really silent and use a sniper.
Whoa, in a ghillie suit.
And a ghillie
An
suit.
assassin-
That was a
Assassinate somebody.
revolutionary game level right there.
Well, you know, Modern Warfare. What was it? No, was it 2 or 3 Black
Which
Ops?
one?
I can't remember. What they took that ghillie suit scene, but did it with snow.
Oh yeah, I think
That
it
was-
That thing you did the one video on the
Stevie Y.
yeah. Well, no, the Operation Big Eye or whatever.
Oh, that was Black Ops.
Yeah, because that was the scene where you had to
Yeah.
stay down at points.
Kind of. It was like
Stealthy at first.
it was a little bit stealthy, but it was like the AC-130 mission.
Yeah, it
Last-
switched between
Yeah, it was kind of like
the Husey helicopter.
Husey.
So what do we think about this trailer then?
It's awesome. It seems like it's like Under the Red Hood, the game, seemingly. Like it's. Have you seen Batman Under the Red Hood? It's like an animated thing. James has.
Yes, I have.
I sat down and watched it with you, I think. Black Mask seems to be the main bad guy who's hiring a bunch of assassins to kill Batman.
Huh.
So it had the trailer had what's his name? Deathstroke,
Red Hood in it?
Deathstroke and not that I
You
saw.
mean Slade?
Oh.
Huh?
You mean Slade?
Yes, Slade.
Better
Better
cool.
Slade.
Deathstroke and Deadshot, and then Deathman,
Deadshot.
and then Deader Guy, and Dead.
They're all dead.
They're all dead.
No, I just thought it was Deathstroke
Die.
and Deadshot, and then Black Mask, and I mean it was pretty cool. I mean, crazy
That
detail.
one deader guy.
I'm sure it hints at some of the mechanics that are going to be in the game, like the Blur trailer for
Yeah,
Arkham City did.
they usually
There was a part
do.
where he came out of the ground, like he was under floorboards and he took out a guy. I think that might be something. I don't know, but because you can do that with walls, like boarded walls in Arkham City. I don't know. All right,
Where, like, reach
pretty damn
through
awesome. Batman looks kind of like, I mean, he looks gruffer than in
Gruffer?
Arkham.
Is
Like
that even a
he's
word?
supposed to be younger, but he looks more hard.
Wait,
like he
he's
looks
supposed to
fucking.
be.
He looks more hard. You know,
How
he
hard
looks
is
like
he?
a hard guy who's been in prison and had
Man.
to take a few. But I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm just excited for it, considering Kevin Conroy's coming back, and I don't know. James seems to think that they're hell bent on fucking the game up, but I think I'm not worried.
Like I said,
Anytime-
whenever they have to
anytime you do
split
that.
studios
Yeah.
to put it on like a handheld too, there's a good chance
Whenever
they're
they
gonna
do
lose
that.
some.
There's a
Quality.
chance. I have my
Unless they
hopes
have a
up
massive,
still.
a massive
studio?
Well,
studio
I had
working
heard
on it.
the Assassin's Creed handheld was pretty good.
Was it?
Like that came out alongside, I guess.
Which
third
one? The Liberation one?
Yeah, the one with the
Where
chick.
it's the New Orleans, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that one was all right.
Yeah, I heard some pretty good things about that.
So I
didn't
mean,
really
it could,
look
it
into
could, but I mean, more likely not. More likely
Oh,
not.
yeah.
More likely not. Someone asked, "Is XCOM and Last Update done forever?" That would
Yes.
be mostly you, Sly.
Yes, they are.
You always
They're
put
not
you on the
actually
slide.
at all. It just I've been so wrapped
He's the
up-
one like common factor in those.
Yeah, XCOM and last update.
X-Arm?
XCOM. I'm sorry. What it's gonna come down to is like I'm gonna have to talk to Steven, and when I'll be able to like, cause like it's hard to like make times with the people involved in it too, cause like I have Sheamus and Alex involved, and I have Sheamus and James, And majority of the times, like as in late, Sheamus has been kind of like taking a break for himself, I believe. And like I haven't been able to like I've been trying to get a hold of him to do like more battle blocks and other stuff, but he kind of like took a little break. And you know, what can I do for that? And with James, at times he's like either
Mr. No Days Off.
James is just
Mr. No Days Off.
What can you say about James?
you say?
It's just what can you
To
say?
anybody wondering,
What a guy.
Huge.
last update and
That's
XCOM are not
What do
done.
you say? Cheap and
It's
unlocked?
just gonna
I
take
mean,
time. That's all that it needs. It's gonna take time because I wanted to be a little bit different than the series that are already going, like the ones that you have with Cruz and the other guys at Ascar. I want some kind of twist to it, but like at what point
What
it
was the
becomes
twist originally?
It just
Find a unicorn or whatever. Or no.
No, what are you talking about?
What
The
was
twist
for
originally-
XCOM? What was
XCOM
The
was
twist
everybody-
originally was that we all had a game series that we kicked you or didn't include you guys on. That's the whole point of it.
XCOM became
that was
because
the
of
best.
That was the first one. Yeah.
You guys went far longer than the series that you worked on.
You guys did like what, one session?
We did 2 play sessions of that.
We did a shit on that.
No, we fucking took that shit and we ran with that shit.
Yep.
I remember in the first setting we were like, "What do we call this?" It's like, "Well, we were excommunicated. Let's call it that."
But yeah, no, the goal for that was all of us to get Flying Pegasus.
There you go,
And
yeah, that's what
for
it
the
was.
last update was all of us were going to try and beat the game, which was at the time to kill the Ender Dragon.
Isn't that still the how to beat the game?
Yeah. Well, part of it. Well,
Who
there's-
hasn't done that by
there's,
now,
There's
though?
more.
Me?
I already did it in
Wow.
Minecraft Daily. I already
Yeah.
did it in a lot of things. So I don't know if that's.
Did you do it without cheating?
What do you mean?
Mods.
What is considered cheating? Not?
Mods are considered cheating.
If we were to do it in Asgard, would that be cheating? We have mods.
I mean, I'm thinking mods like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
guy. I mean,
yeah.
I would slightly.
If I didn't say
consider it.
anything,
Yeah, he
we would have
was-
beat it, and then he would have been like, "I beat it." Like even
Yeah.
I beat
Yeah,
it.
I don't
Yeah,
know. We're
yeah.
having like stuff like Mjolnir
this is another
and-
scumbag moment.
I
brought to you by
just see
Kootra.
Sly using that big thunder, like whatever.
Tesla?
The Tesla thing, and beating it, and be like, "Oh, I beat the dragon."
Do you know that the Tesla didn't work on the dragon?
well,
my
what
God.
did you use to beat it?
Been
We
negated.
use infinite bows
Oh, yeah.
that you can make in Minecraft yourself.
Infinite bows.
You can make it.
Okay, I'll make an infinite bow.
Do you think I'm lying?
Infinite bow.
Yeah.
I'll make an infinite.
Like
bow.
you only need one arrow in your slot and you enchant the bow.
That's called creative mode.
No, you can do it in survival.
Anyway,
But yeah, no, those 2 series will be coming. I can't say soon, but they'll be coming.
They're
Okay.
not coming.
there's
They're
a
not-
there's a creative question on here that someone
Oh.
asked. This would be pretty funny. Someone asked, "How would you dispose of a body?"
I saw that one on there.
How would I?
I've been
dispose
seeing
of a
various.
So if you've seen it, then you already got a general idea of what you would do. How would you
Okay,
dispose of
so
a body?
I
Go
would.
ahead.
Dexter
this is-
style.
This is
That's
straight
how I
off of different like random things I've seen on that Imgur site. You dig a long, like a 12, 15-foot hole straight down that's, like this big. So it's round rather than long.
Okay.
And you put the person in there. Then you put a few feet of dirt down. And then you put a dog in there. And then a few feet of dirt.
A dead dog?
Yeah. Because then, one, the satellite imagery won't show the hole being, like a body hole. Two, any dog sniffing around will find a dog and they'll think it's a false positive and move on.
Wow.
What about you, James?
Jordan the murderer.
I told you, straight from
Yeah.
Injure. They had a whole.
So wait, you would kill a dog in order to do this? You'd have to kill a dog in order to
think you would
fucking do
have
this?
to.
I think that's why he got
Well,
his
you know
new
what?
dog.
You know what though? Like at this point, he doesn't
He's
matter
gonna
if
murder
he
one of
kill
us.
He killed a body. Why would he care? Give a fuck about
Kill the
killing a dog?
body.
Kill a person.
no.
Wait,
This is to
violent-
dispose of
did he
body,
do
not-
it peacefully violent? Huh? Like you said earlier, you were saying being peacefully violent.
Yeah, he'll,
That thing asked
he'll
how to
shoot the-
dispose of a body, not how to kill someone and then dispose of a body.
Oh.
So.
How would you kill? All right, let's take a step further. How would you kill someone and dispose a body? Tell me. How would you?
We know how you would dispose of it, but
Yeah.
how would you kill him in the first place?
I don't know.
I know what.
Well, I mean,
what would
since
you do? Would
you're
you
putting
shank
him-
him?
Well, you're putting him in the ground, so it wouldn't
that's
matter.
racist
I mean,
right
like,
there.
what do you
That
do?
wasn't even a question.
I don't know.
You just brought racism into play for no
I'm not
reason.
gonna say how I'd take someone out because you guys are all sitting here.
I would, to be honest.
Poison.
To
How do
be
you
honest,
just
fart in the rooms?
the best
You
way
eat
I
more
would,
French fries. Hey, there you go.
the best way I would, like, I guess, kill and then dispose of them. I would go very. I guess I would try to find a silenced weapon,
Okay.
and I would actually wait. I would follow them, If I really wanted, if I really wanted them dead, I will follow them, know their behavior and how they act when somebody. Because I wouldn't want to take any casualties. I wouldn't want to do that. I just want to take the one person. So I would wait until.
What? This is just getting in the realms of
I would learn where.
If the dude seen him, he'd have to take somebody else
like,
out.
oh, there's someone else with this.
But
I know we got 2 bodies.
But this is what I would do. I would learn where they live and wait until
Stalk their Facebook page.
They're at their. I would wait until they're the most, I guess, comfortable and would less expect it. So probably it would come to a point at night. I would find a way to actually break into their house, grab a pillow, and at the same time, as soon as I start suffocating with the pillow, put the silencer and shoot them, and you won't hear anything.
Yeah, but what if this, I'm picturing, what if this is a big dude, and he just he could easily power out if you holding the pillow on
To
his
be
face.
honest, if let's say if it's a big dude, I would try to do it real quick. Done. That's it.
But I mean, if you already have a silencer on the gun, then why do you need to put the pillow too?
It helps it. It really, because it contains the blood. Like it just.
Okay, it's gonna soak up all the blood.
Yeah.
But you have to let it go at some point, or you're gonna get all the blood in this one pillow.
The splash won't actually.
Where are you gonna take the pillow?
I won't get any traces of him or the person on me. I'm trying.
Where would you take the pillow?
I would take it with me.
You don't want any traces.
No, listen.
Wait, okay, let's take your logic here. You don't want any traces.
Why don't you leave the
blood.
pillow? They already know he got shot.
They're gonna know he's dead. They're gonna know he got shot.
Because I would, the same way I would dispose of the body, I would dispose of the pillow in a different
Aren't
way.
you gonna? Well,
But
you're gonna
then the whole bed's
dispose.
gonna be covered. You have to dispose.
Wait.
of the
So
bed.
how are you gonna dispose of it then? Okay,
him?
so I'm picturing right now.
The pillow I would set it on fire.
Okay, so you took the.
What about the bed? The bed.
No,
You
but-
shot somebody. It's
I'm
not the
saying-
blood's not just gonna.
I'm
go in.
assuming.
You guys are asking me, but you guys are not even letting me finish.
Yeah, listen. Okay, this is what he's got.
Let me ask you. Hey, this is what he really wanted me. He's like, Sly, how would you do it? But every 30 seconds, I'm gonna cut in and fuck your logic. You never let me finish.
Hey,
You
I
never
was
let
the
me
one to ask the
finish.
question.
Don't down it. Okay, so thus far, okay, he bought a silenced weapon. He stalked a person. He somehow made it so that way no one else would see this. Let's assume no one else seen
So
this
there's no
act.
collateral damage.
No one else seen this. He waited until, the person was comfortably sleeping in their bed. He came up with not only a silencer on the gun, but a pillow in hand. Put the pillow on their face, shot through the pillow,
Boop boop boop.
killed the guy. The pillow absorbs all the blood to the point where there's no blood left in the body. So all this blood is in the pillow. He took the pillow outside in the backyard. He burned it. You come back in. What do you do with the body?
My plan was to take the body, go to a farm where they would actually have pigs. I would if I would even go to the point of killing somebody.
Farm.
I would get a pig. I would get a pig farm myself or something or somebody else. I would find.
So
a
this
way.
is months of planning. You
Yeah.
buy a farm. You raise the pigs.
Yeah.
Make a Facebook page for the barn.
Make sure that person likes the barn, so it's not suspicious.
I would cut the parts of the person into little pieces, and I think I seen this in CSI or something like that. Like I would make sure that the pigs would eat everything, because like the pigs, when they're super hungry, they just eat whatever.
Why does it have to be pigs though? I mean, it could be any animal.
What
right?
if they don't digest the parts and they shit it back out? Would you feed them that shit and then they have to eat it again and redigest it?
I would make sure there's no trace.
Do it again.
Eat
Okay,
more.
what if the pigs choke on a piece of like a bone or something and then die? How are you gonna dispose of the pig's body?
Are you gonna puree the bones?
Get like a wood chipper or something?
You know what? This was never a moment of you guys wanting to know what I was gonna do.
I do. I'm legitimately interested in how you're doing this.
This was you guys wanted to shit on whatever I was gonna say.
But why pigs? Why pigs?
Because pigs eat everything, humans and everything. Like
What about like horses or dogs?
a horse eats humans? Really?
If they're hungry enough, wouldn't it eat whatever?
Pigs, especially specifically pigs, they eat anything. You feed them anything, they'll eat it.
Okay.
That's like known for that.
I didn't know that.
Did
But
you not
now
know?
I do.
Yeah, pigs are like really
The more you know.
They're
Pigs are
hardcore
sick.
eaters. They'll eat bones and shit. They'll go hard.
So what happens if, like he said, okay, police trace it to you, and they cut up your pig and they find it inside the pig?
It'll be digested already.
All right.
There will be, to the point that there wouldn't be anything. It'll be just shit.
I think you get away with this. I think you get away with this.
And guess who was the first?
I still don't know
kill
what
him?
happened to the bed.
He's
The
gonna-
bed that's covered in this person's brains and
Well,
their
hey,
blood.
just so you can go. If anything, I would find a way to take him somewhere where it wouldn't be like a house of his. Like, well, I'll learn this person so well that I'll be like, you know what? This day he has an outing. He's. I need to have a good alibi. Correct?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
How can you afford all of this if you're spending all your time like not working, but you're stalking them the entire time and also purchasing pig
Unneeded
farms?
information.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know. This all goes into the disposal of the body.
He bought a silenced gun, a farm,
How do you get a silence gun?
pigs.
You have to get a license for it or
I
get
don't-
off the
I
black
don't- I
market.
don't-
You can go black.
That's
market.
traceable. You better go black market.
Black
Yeah.
market.
When you kill this guy, you better go black market fly. Promise me right now that you're going to go black market.
I can't
Make sure they
promise you
scratch off
anything.
the serial numbers.
Can't promise
Make
you
them
anything.
custom.
Yeah,
Don't forget
scratch-
the pillow as well. I mean, are you buying your own pillow or are you just
you
going to
going
take
to
his
Bed
other
Bath
I want
Or
to
you
see. I want
going
to
to
see
Walmart?
Sly breaking into this house with a pillow strapped to his belt and a silenced
Well,
weapon.
it doesn't need to be my pillow. I'm assuming that they would have a pillow.
But do you know if it's going to be
What if they
a
have
very
one pillow
absorbent
they're
pillow?
laying on, so
Yeah,
they take the
that's what
pillow
I
out
mean.
from under their head and put
this
it
is
on.
not even about the murder anymore. Now this is all
Hold
about
on.
the
This is
pillow.
about intricate.
Maybe you
like,
should get a
planning.
big sponge so it'll absorb all the blood.
No, the pillow apparently is supposed to do this.
How is he sure if there's a pillow at the person's house that's that
What if this
absorbent?
person can't afford a pillow?
This is
What if you're killing a hobo?
We're-
We're
assuming-
They're
we're
already slowly
assuming.
dying then.
We're assuming this pillow is so big and so absorbent that all the blood in this human being's body is in
This
the pillow.
turned into something much
It's
more than how to
actually-
dispose of
Yeah,
a body.
So if you think about it, the bullet comes out, it hits the person. The bullet is sucked.
Oh yeah,
by-
what would you do about the bullet though?
No, that's what I was saying. The bed.
Where's the
but
bullet?
No. This
It would
pillow
be
is
one of
so
those-
absorbent that it sucks
Suck the bullet
and it's
out.
magnetic, so it sucks the blood and the bullet back into the pillow. The pillow's burned.
No, I want to know what like the bullet is something that I didn't take into account. What
I
the
took
bullet
it
would be
into
in him.
account 'cause it's gonna
The
go
bullet
in
would be in him.
and
How would
into
what would
the
you do to
bed.
get the bullet?
But the pigs are gonna eat all that,
They can't digest
It's
a
not gonna
bullet.
digest the bullet.
and then I would have to like actually wait until they actually like.
Yeah,
Shit it out and you have to search
dig
through.
everything.
If I went out of
The
my
But where are you
thing
gonna throw it? Where are you gonna throw the bullet? Where are you gonna put it?
those. I don't know.
He's going to purchase a rocket
with the
and shoot it off
Titanic.
into space.
With the Titanic, I don't fucking
Holy
know.
shit! This is like a $2 million venture here to kill a body.
Wait, what were you saying about the
To
Titanic?
dispose of a
Fucking
body.
throw with the blue pearl that old bitch dropped.
He's
Heart of the
gonna
ocean.
watch
Throw it in
the
the-
Titanic, spend money on research to
So
find
you
where they
find
filmed
the
that.
location that she threw it
Yeah.
off of the
Oh my god, so
film
much
that.
money!
Oh man.
But
He'll go to the edge and be like, ah, and throw it
like
out.
that, I always hated that part. I'm like, bitch, did you mean to throw it or did it slip?
She was old, okay.
Oh my god.
That's
Shaky
that's
hands.
meant for like you're supposed to make it up as like whatever you want to
But
happen.
last time,
Okay,
next
step
time,
one.
next time that you guys ever ask me for how I would do something, I'm just gonna.
I got
do
it down now. I got it down. I understand your
All right,
story
then break it down
completely.
for me. How would I go about
I
it?
already said okay. Basically, this is what you do.
Uh-huh.
This is take into account all
Take-
of
stealing
purchases.
F5.
Okay, purchases. So you're going to black market, silenced weapon.
Probably about $5,000.
This is the first thing you need to get.
Okay.
$5,000.
Black market, silenced weapon. Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond, pillow.
$30.
We're assuming he does
Wait.
not have a second stack of pillows next to
Ultra
him.
pillow, super absorbent. It needs something that kids will wet their bed and it won't wet anything, so that it needs to be absorbent.
Memory foam. He gets a memory foam mattress.
$75.
A memory foam mattress.
He's carrying that around. He folds it up because it's.
Whatever it is, pillow wise, he's got it on him. He's got it.
Thinking $100.
Along with
We're
the
up
gun.
to $5,100.
Now
here.
he's stalking this guy or lady or whoever this
Now,
person
when he's
is.
stalking, does he have the pillow on him?
Yes.
he needs it ready at all
He
times.
can't-
Okay, just
he
in
never-
case the opportunity arises
Just
that he
in
needs to
case.
do it now.
Yes.
In his story, he never said about going back to get the pillow. So it has to
Okay.
be assumed that he has the pillow on him.
Or it could have been the pillow from there.
Now, time frame.
What if
are you
he doesn't
thinking?
have another stack of pillows next to him?
You
If it's
need a backup plan, man. This super absorbent pillow isn't going to just materialize out of thin air. It needs to be
You
there.
can't just take the pillow that he's laying on and just kind of switch it
He's
up.
gonna wake
you know
up
what I mean?
and-
Okay.
Okay.
I'm done with this. All right.
So he's got the
Fuck
pillow,
my logic. No, I'm done. I'm done.
the pillow, the gun, stalking this person.
We're
Okay.
thinking 2 months here. Of pure
I'm
stalking.
picturing, in the streets stalking this guy.
2 months.
In some way, I'm imagining that like
I have an idea for the bullet. He while going through formulas for chemicals and stuff like that, comes up with a bullet that dissolves. The magic bullet.
Oh,
He's going to
okay.
fire the magic bullet that dissolves into there, but he has to spend a lot of money on research to try to
So that's
figure
about
that out.
$50 million
Okay.
right there.
All right.
So up
to find out the
50
perfect
million,
bullet that could be
5,000.
fired from his silenced weapon that he bought on the black market.
So it has to be custom made for
Yeah.
this weapon.
He has to make a custom mold for
I
it.
think it's like a 9mm pistol, maybe.
Something
so
like that,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Man, this is just racking up.
An expensive.
He has to get gunpowder. He has to sit there and research gunpowder that
That
does
would not break the bullet.
That does not break the bullet. That does not.
Guys, seriously, at this point, I'm just gonna let the person I want dead, I'll just let them die of old age. Fuck it.
At that point,
Seriously, it's no point. You guys are just.
hear that? I'll just come in guns blazing.
We didn't go as hard to figure out how the Kootra get it. Oh,
I didn't
just
use
stab
my-
him.
I didn't use my. I didn't say what I was gonna say.
Okay,
so.
I just went into this whole big party and I stabbed in the party.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
Times Square.
Out the Tory.
New Year's party. Stab him there. Merry Christmas, motherfucker. You're dead.
I don't have an escape plan. I just stab him. Get arrested. That's my. I'll let the morgue dispose of the body. That's
Look
how I
at that.
dispose
See,
of the body.
there, he's set to go there.
Look at that logic.
He'll be
I would
in
just
jail
try to
for the
trick.
rest of
I would
his
trick
life,
them
but-
to trick them to walk into one of those like walk-in freezers, and shut it on him, and lock them in there.
Whoa.
What
Damn
is
right.
that? What was that game
From
you played?
SpongeBob.
Was
That's
that
what
game you
happens-
played on
Oh,
Halloween?
that Demon Kid movie or game.
Oh yeah, that Damien.
Lucius.
Yeah,
Lucius.
Yeah. Forgot
Yeah,
they did that.
was
in that. There you go, straight out of that game. I'll fucking tell them to walk.
that
in.
that
Take
that game
pictures of
has
them
all
having
the ways
sex.
to take care
I
of
need some
people.
frozen
Yeah, actually.
peas. Can you go in there?
Wow! There goes Dan's.
I just knocked my phone off my. By the way, I had a tweet I was going to read out because I took a picture of you guys and tweeted out that we were recording Creature Talk. There were 2 separate tweets about how you're getting fat, James.
Good.
Oh wow.
Happy birthday to James, assholes.
Man.
Whoa, James is getting fat. Well,
Okay,
looks like James
well,
putting on some pounds.
We grilled
James-
slime. We grilled slime.
I'll be sure to stuff my face
Oh,
today.
fuck me. I don't want to talk.
I wasn't even considering that you were grilling. I was not. I was legitimately asking questions as to how
Bullshit.
this was happening. Okay, I wanted to know about the pillow type, the bullet, the farm, the farm,
Who bought the farm exactly?
The
is
pigs.
the question here.
everything. Wow, what a venture that was.
Anyway,
I pray for
a quick
more-
little side
More
thing
topics
here.
like that.
This is a quick
Robert
little side
Bowling. Robert Bowling was arrested the other day in a
See,
police
he didn't
raid.
have the pillow.
He,
Okay, I have the article pulled up.
I was just gonna say, there's a statue of Ghost that
There's
is
a
sitting
in
at the
his studio's
for
window.
the studio.
What's
and
it? Robotikoi
Robotikai. Anyway,
is the name of his studio.
apparently one of the stories at least said that someone had put they'd installed like a security system or something, and they'd pushed a button, and Bowling was the last one there for the night, and the cops came, saw the statue, thought Bowling was a hostage, and went in and cleared the entire place
Wow.
and arrested Bowling, and yeah, so that was
They thought he was a hostage and arrested him?
Yep. Hey.
well, they detained him
You
just
are
in
in harm's
case.
way. Here, have a nice pair of cuffs.
Wow.
So Robert Bowling had an amazing adventure. I think it was a press stunt for Brink too.
Yeah, probably.
So
Word is he had a pillow on him. He was getting ready for something.
That's why they thought Ghost the statue was like a hostile because he had a pillow on him.
What's the ghost statue look like? Is
It's
it
right
like,
there.
It's right there in the
See
window.
it.
It's looking out the window. It looks like it's checking like
Yeah, that's
outside.
his-
So
What kind of fucking idiot would put that in the window?
like look at that. Look at that. Look at that picture.
What kind of idiot would put that at the window?
Do you even think about Robert Bowling?
That's an iconic character from.
Yeah, but
You
like
think
random
that
cops are gonna know.
average
Yeah,
Joe
random
Joe
casual
Bob
people
is
gonna know
be
that.
like,
I don't know.
But why would they fucking put that out there? Like, what are they expecting? Whoa, I see this guy with the gun, man. I want to buy Call of Duty now. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, that must be where Robert Bowling is now.
What the fuck is that? Why would you put that in the window?
But yeah, people were tweeting that
Round
at us.
of
I
applause
retweeted
for
that the other
Robert
day.
Bowling here.
Robert Bowling.
Putting
Round of
our,
applause
through a
for the
lot.
fucking people that put that shit in the window. What
putting
an
our
idiot.
taxpayer dollars to work, getting the cops on a probably
There's something
$10,000
missing in that
raid
character,
right there.
though. I don't see no pill in that one. It's
No,
a
he's
small
It's
just
one.
right there. It's
straight
right
up,
there. That's he
Oh,
has
it's
it
a
in a
pocket
bag.
pill. It's a
He has
pocket
it in a
pill.
little
Yeah,
bag.
it's like the
It's a
survivor
mouth.
pills.
It's a.
Look, oh, they have security cam footage.
It's one of those pills that they throw in the
Right
water
there.
and then it goes up.
It's the airplane pill.
They have security cam footage of the cops like fucking right there.
Yeah,
They're pointing like get
they
down.
probably spent $10,000 on that operation.
There's only like 3 cops right there
Thanks,
though.
Robert Bowling.
$10,000.
They probably
for
just
cops.
kind of hyped it up
Probably-
because, of course, Brink 2 promotion.
Wow.
Man,
My God,
Brink
Robert
2,
Bowling will do
revolutionary.
anything.
They're pulling all the stunts, and I can
They're
get.
pulling all the media.
I
stunts here.
gotta give him that. Next is gonna be JC and Kanye West fighting
in the studio
over the first Brink copy.
I think
Yeah.
no. I think the next stunt they're gonna do is Robert Bowling's gonna start dating Taylor Swift, and then they're gonna break up, and she's gonna write a song about it.
Yeah.
about
That's
Brink.
About Brink.
She's at the
And
brink
then
of
get-
You
love.
brought me to the brink of love.
the brink of love. Oh, the brink
Brink
of
2
love.
out in stores. Playable
now.
at E3.
You know
It's
how
most
many-
playable at PAX.
You know how many young girls will be buying Brink 2?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and they're all gonna buy Brink.
That's
2
the
and
demographic,
love it.
I think.
Yeah, and
they wanna go
okay,
for it.
Brink 2. It has a bunch of Justin
Here we have a
Biebers.
pie chart of who all plays. Here we have the creatures. Every time they stream, they have it. They're loyal fans. And then here we have 5 to 10-year-old girls. They love Taylor Swift. Let's capitalize on that.
Oh yeah,
Bam! Sales. We got them.
all over that.
We got the sales.
All right, so this is I'm gonna take a two-parter from this. 'cause
A
this is kind of
two-parter.
like it's 2 questions, but they kind of go hand in hand. So I might as well just fucking
Hand?
ask them both. You know.
And hand. Sandwich hand.
So the first question is, who is getting what next-gen console? Or I guess you could just kind of be like, what.
Who's gonna get the Xbox? Who's gonna get a PS4?
Well, it's not even a matter of which one. It could be like, because I think I'm getting probably both of them.
Yeah, both of them too. Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna get both.
Okay, there you go.
I might just get the Xbox.
But
I don't
let's
think
make
there's
it more.
anything on
Let's
PS4.
make
So
it,
both
PS4.
Xbox. There you go.
All right, but here's the thing though. If you were only allowed to buy one
Xbox.
I would buy the.
Xbox.
Just because I don't like the
I'm
PS3
I'm a
or
PlayStation
PS4.
fanboy, so
Would probably be an Xbox.
I'm gonna stick to my roots and I would say PlayStation.
It depends for me because this is probably the most I've been in the middle since because of Xbox not renewing their XNA thing, the indie tools or whatever, so people won't be able to. Not only will people not be able to make, I guess, new ones, but at the same time, you have to have a publisher in order to have your indie game published on Xbox.
Redunculous.
Whereas Sony's more so supportive of them, so that kind of leans me more towards them. But at the same time, interface and everything like that, it's always been easier on the Xbox. So.
Well, who's to say that Sony's not gonna fix it?
Because Sony's been fucking fixing their shit since like 2005, and they still can't get it right.
Yeah, fix it.
So
Dealing with the PlayStation Network. when
The
I
amount
got
of
a
times
PS3
they've
was
changed their
ridiculous. It was
dashboard.
Stupid.
the amount of updates I've had where they've rearranged shit, they don't know where what goes. They really
They
don't.
don't understand.
But either
It's
way,
confusing
for
when you
me-
look at it.
For me, it's gonna be the PS4 because isn't the new Infamous gonna be exclusive for that?
No.
Is it not?
Yes.
All right,
It's always been
Yeah,
exclusive.
it's always
well, I don't know. There's
It's
been
been-
exclusives
yeah.
that actually branch out. So
They always have their
Hashtag Uncharted on Xbox.
Never
So-
know. You never know.
I don't know.
Speaking of Uncharted, they actually they're going to be retaining that engine for
Yeah, I
next
saw
gen
that.
games. They said about that.
Dog using the
Which
same
I mean, I don't know. Someone was actually asking about that, but there's not really. I mean, it's a good system. So I mean, it's a good engine. So I don't know like why that would be bad. I like the Uncharted engine. I like it in Last of Us and Uncharted. Like
Yeah, it didn't look
it seems
bad at
fine
all.
to me. Like I don't know what people would expect a new engine like from them. It's not like Call of
Well,
Duty.
yeah, when they put new engines in, it's usually
but look at
particle
look at the breakthrough, the Call of Duty.
The fishes, the fishes.
The fish move out of the
fishes.
way.
I was pretty shocked
So,
by that, to be
yeah.
honest.
Especially
I was-
the one part that really sold me was when I could see that manly ass arm in comparison to like old school Modern Warfare and the new one. I was like, holy shit. I can feel the hair, like right
You
now.
could lick that
Like,
arm,
look at
yeah.
that, look at that. It's like I was touching Kootra. I was like, wow, and Kootra had some hairy ass arms. You know, it was the same thing.
Did you say you could lick that arm?
Yeah,
You lick the arm.
yeah,
in
and you
Call
can
of
feel
Duty.
you can feel.
It's like I think it's like the right button or something like that, right bumper.
and
It's
when you
like-
lick your arm, the
It's the
fish
cat
move out of the
mode.
way.
yeah, it's like
Like when you go like this, all the fish.
yeah,
just
because
get out
they
of
think
the
you're
way.
a cat and they're
Like
scared.
holy
of you.
shit, a feline
Makes
in the water.
sense.
That makes no fucking sense. Get out of the way.
So the second I guess question out of that was what games of 2013 we're most excited for.
Well, I already said which one I'm excited for.
Is that 2013 or is
Is
that
that gonna be
early
year?
next year? I don't know.
I don't know, but that's the one that I'm looking for.
Unless
that
it's a
console set.
release title, it's probably going to be next year because
I don't know. Well, what was that? I already made a pre-order for that. I always confuse the two with because both of them have dogs in it.
Watch Dogs.
That's the one that I'm.
But Watch Dogs is a this year thing.
Yeah,
Except
so-
if they were to port it, it would probably be.
I did
Assassin's Creed.
buy it for the PlayStation.
So
Assassin's Creed is the only one I can really think of. Unless I'm
Obviously,
just blanking
GTA.
completely.
Have they set a
Yeah.
release date for the Xbox?
yeah, this holiday.
Well,
Just this holiday.
yeah.
Not,
It's,
like,
I think it's
specific-
gonna be. Actually, it might be
November.
It's gonna be October or November because
It has to be
they
because
have
Call
to
of
hit the
Duty.
holiday season.
Call
for
of
new
Duty, too.
consoles.
Because they want to release it for that. So I'm assuming that it should be around November or something.
So yeah, GTA is probably a big one.
Mm-hmm.
GTA,
Obviously.
the Assassin's Creed.
Saints. I'm pretty stoked for that.
I'm
What
kind
else?
of whatever on Saints.
Oh,
It's alright.
Splinter Cell. Wait, what
Saints,
are we
Saints
talking
is
about?
like we're most excited games for 2013.
Yeah, Splinter Cell. Blacklist.
Saints for me is like Saints is only as good as I make it,
Arkham
which is
Origins.
weird.
Yeah.
Because
That's
it's funny
for
when
sure.
even talking to the Volition guy or whatever, it's kind of like that. It's like, you know, you guys give me the tools and then I can have fun with it. But even then, I mean, if you're not having fun with their tools, then you don't have fun.
I don't know when the new Metal Gears are gonna be coming out, but
No one
I'm
cares
excited
about
for that. So, do you ask me what
They
it is?
retired.
Huh?
They all retired.
Go to
Didn't you
bed,
see-
Kootra.
Didn't you see it? I forgot to write it up there. They all retired.
They did?
So
No!
they're not making any more Metal Gear games.
No, but yeah, for the new ones coming out, I think there's gonna be 2 of them actually. So we'll see how that comes out. And yeah, no, but
I think we'll probably see more out of E3 release date wise. We'll probably know a little bit more about
They
what's going to
had.
be coming out.
I
Batman.
saw on whatever
Batman comes out this year, October.
There you go.
whatever news site I was looking on said that Microsoft is not going to be doing anything with their TV feature at E3 for the press conference.
Yeah, I
They're
read
going to be
that too.
focusing on games.
They
I
better,
read that.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
oh yeah, it's E3 not TiVo or whatever.
E3.
Yeah, but
doesn't-
E3's gone
yeah,
to shit over
E3 is
the over the
like-
past few years.
Really?
It hasn't been as.
Hopefully this
crazy.
year they actually have a shit ton of things. So there
That
you
would be
go.
cool, like, because we're going
Last
to
year was all
Microsoft
Connect.
thing.
Yeah.
I hope I get into the Microsoft thing, but
Yeah,
that'll
we'll
be
see about that.
fun. That'll be so cool. I mean, because the Nintendo one was really cool, and they didn't really have anything huge.
They had
I mean,
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Pikmin.
They had Pikmin, which
But I mean, like,
hasn't
which
even
still
been
hasn't come
released
out
yet.
yet. It's been a year. But like, just going to like a legit like the Microsoft one would be so cool.
Yeah.
yeah, well, it would probably be in the nosebleed.
And today's
section.
also Lori's
the
birthday.
nosebleed.
Huh?
I'm sure.
Today's also Lori's birthday.
Lori, Sarah,
Lori,
Sarah
happy
Wayne
birthday,
Callies.
Lori. Muchacha.
Lori,
Lori.
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 We never did anything with that footage when we were at Comic-Con last year and that panel that she was on where we were filming. We were just like,
Oh, yeah.
Or
I wasn't supposed to film it, or we weren't supposed to film it, and
Oops.
did it anyway.
post that
Well,
footage.
No, I think it was fine. I think it was just talking about there was something that we were wrong about. But yes,
I have no idea.
Alright,
But yeah, I guess we'd probably know a little bit more after that.
we went through all the creature talk topics.
Yeah, there's only three. That's why we're doing these.
Picking through
Yeah.
Twitter.
we're
Someone
only like an
asked-
hour and 10 minutes in or so.
Someone
Now-
asked,
now it's until change.
what do we think about other podcasts and what makes Creature Talk different? So you
I
listen to a
have
lot of
no
podcasts.
idea. I don't listen to any other podcasts.
I
I just know
listen,
James.
I
and-
listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to like 2.
I don't listen.
And I don't listen to them
podcasts
anymore,
at all.
really. I listen to like a movie podcast that does movie reviews and stuff.
He did the. He always used to listen to the Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant.
Oh,
one.
yeah, I listened
and
to
that
those a
was
lot.
hilarious. Whenever I like heard
Those
like,
were
when
all,
Dan was
like-
playing those.
Those were all
They're
just Carl
super old,
focused.
though,
They would
aren't
get. They would. Yeah, they're from like.
They're all just
the
ripping
mid
on
to
Carl
early
the
mid-
entire time, just laughing.
It was
how stupid
generally
he
like
was.
just them talking to Carl about what he did, or it was like emails, like somebody asking questions for Carl, and then they would just riff for it.
His
It was kind of
journal.
like the "How would you kill somebody" thing. That was like what the
Really?
Ricky Gervais podcast was. They would just keep going off of it. But and then a lot of the times, like when they used to be on XFM or whatever XM radio, it was just them yelling at each other all the time because they were like. Carl and Stephen Merchant would get so pissed at each other sometimes.
Really?
Like they would get legitimately like have arguments on air. It was funny.
Do you guys
But-
watch any other like gaming podcasts or not?
No, I don't listen to any.
I
other
used to listen to
podcasts.
I used to watch Rooster Teeth's Drunk Tank whenever they would do the videos, but I would
Okay.
never listen.
They've
to
actually.
the
I think they actually booted up another podcast.
another
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called though.
Mm.
I just saw it on iTunes last time I was on there.
I listened to like a wrestling orientated one, but nothing gaming wise. That's about
Yeah,
it. I usually listen to them when I'm on the plane. Otherwise, like
I
really
remember that. I was
listen
gonna
to
say,
And,
bullshit. You don't watch it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I play fucking Candy Crush and I listen to a podcast while I'm on the
Spend
plane.
your money on Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Fucking time
Crush
goes
the
by
candy.
so quick.
You crushed that candy.
You know, Candy Crush has like I don't know how many levels now. It's got like 330.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you funded them.
You
You
probably
funded
funded
them.
them to make
Yeah.
all those
Fucking
levels.
they'll
Yeah.
take my
Like,
money.
man, this
Take
one
my
guy's
money.
just paying.
Yeah, dude, he like dropped $300 in a
Yeah,
day.
he's-
Holy shit!
Almost like that dumb that dropped all that money on that Marvel Heroes game.
Which I'm playing, so shut the fuck up.
Dude, they are terrible with their updates. I swear to God. Yesterday, or was it?
They
was
closed the whole thing. I couldn't play it.
It was either
yesterday.
yesterday or the day before. Okay, they announced that they're doing an update. They say it's going to be lasting about 4 hours.
But
Late-
no, what
later
about,
on,
what about the one that they said?
this is the one I'm talking about.
Oh,
I
alright.
think it's okay. It's supposed to last 4 hours. Then they update again on Twitter, and they're like, "Okay, we have to extend it for another 2 hours." Then they come again.
like they doing a server update or something.
I don't
They have
know.
to shut it down.
They came up a third time and was like, "We have to extend it again." I don't know how long this fucking update lasts.
You know what?
But Jesus.
No, it got to the point that when you actually boot up the game, it said the time is undefined, man. We don't know anymore. So
Yeah, you probably caught it afterwards. Then when
They
they were just like,
were
whatever.
they were like, you know what?
We don't know.
We don't know, so don't wait
That
up.
is the
come
biggest
another
way
day.
to scare away.
Today's not a day for you to be playing this game. Go to sleep. Do something productive.
Yeah,
Don't
free to
this
play
game.
games. If you can't have like a system to get servers down and fix them and then get them back up when you say you're gonna lose a lot of people.
Well, they cut
playing.
it so close with like they're still like they still have a lot of tweaking to do for a game that was really close to being like good fine-tuned wise until they fucking changed it all up.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, now we gotta fine-tune everything again. And it's just like, oh, what? Why? It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that was ridiculous. I'm not in there yet until they activate it for me. But I just seen that.
I've been
update-wise.
running around. I was like, hey,
I already beat it last time. So I was like,
I got an iron buddy. I'm like, hey, buddy, come with me. And we're
I
running.
beat it and I was like, oh man, I get to check out the end game content. The end game content didn't work. I went into PvP. There was no one on the opposite team from me in PvP, so I couldn't check it out. Then I go to the daily missions, which are activated at the end game. And the end game, the first mission, completely broken. You have to fight Shocker. And he has this new like perk on him where it's like he heals when he gets damage inflicted on
Yeah.
him. But they've made it so that way, I shit you not, he fucking heals every second. You punch him once, he heals. He heals it. Like he doesn't stop healing. Like
Really?
you can't beat him. It's like, okay, what the fuck am I doing? Every time I hit him, he heals. You have to let him kill me. I was like, I can't take it anymore. I've been here for like an hour and he keeps healing and it's like there's no point to it. I'm
man.
done.
I got to play this first mission again.
yeah.
That's what happened. I played that
For the
mission
first
like,
time again?
For the
I
first
I
time
played
again.
like already like I kid you not like 6 times. Like,
Yeah, you have to do that with every new character.
Yeah.
Well, if you choose to restart it, you don't have to though. I figured
No,
that out.
I didn't, but with this whole new I guess update, because like they made me like uninstall the beta, install the new one, which took me a year and a half, even with my computer and my internet speed. And then on top of that, when I got in there, I had to wait the whole day because they had their whole server shut down. And on top of that, I got to play the same missions.
Going off of that, question again. I don't know. Do we have anything that makes Critch Talk different than other podcasts?
Used to be that we did it live and took calls.
Yeah.
That
We
was-
got rid of the unique features.
We're trying to do that monthly, so.
I don't know, if we were to find a way that we can actually keep Creature Talk live, and because we did like a lot of the whole.
There's
it
good
goes smoothly,
features of
it's
both.
fine.
It's like it's really fun when we're doing this because we can. It's
Shoot
just
the shit.
easier to not feature.
You-
what am I talking about?
feature.
Focus
Focus.
on just talking,
Just
and
sitting down at
being
a table.
stupid.
A
Compared
lot of,
to
a
like
lot of
all the
people
live streaming
don't know
issues.
what a real podcast is, and from
Pod
what-
cat, a podcat.
I said podcast.
You said podcat.
Well, this is one of the features I like. The fact that my friends, the moment I say something wrong, which is a lot of the times, I get ripped on.
Welcome to the creatures.
That hand out.
Like you were talking
Welcome to
about, you give me a
creatures.
hard time all the time. We
But-
give you a hard time when you say things wrong.
But
the way things
to my experience, podcasts don't have live
generally.
videos, it was just audio, and a lot of people that are listening to is like, man, I wish it was a camera, or I wish they were playing games or whatever, because like there was something. That's what happened when we used to do it live. They're like, why are they just talking? Why are they not playing a game? I'm like, because it's a podcast.
How dare they talk on a podcast?
Well, it's like a lot of podcasts start off with like no viewer base, and they get like bigger on iTunes or whatever, and it's people are just used to that. We do so many different things where we play games, we do streams, and we have videos of ourselves. That's why people are asking that, because we have the ability to.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I
it's
understand
a podcast. The whole point of it
where
is
the
just put it
confusion
on your
comes
iPod or
from,
whatever,
but
go
after
stuff.
watching 1, 2, 3 podcasts and the same person bitching about how there should be webcam, I'm like, but there's never been webcam involved in this. So
It's a different format. If you want to see us run around and talk, watch
Our
stuff on the
videos.
Creature Hub.
yeah, we put enough of shit for
We
that.
just put up a curtain the other day, and that's
Yeah.
a jolly old video.
I showed the Creature Talk soundboard on that. I
Yeah?
was like,
Yep.
there's the soundboard.
That's
That's what
how
we
we
use to
record
adjust
our
audio
Creature
levels
Talk.
and plug in our mics.
But I don't know what says it's different. I don't know. Well, we all live pretty near each other. I think
well,
we actually spend time
some
with each
people
other.
are friends that live together too. That record.
What's
podcasts.
different about us is we talk about new stuff that we know nothing about.
Oh, yeah.
Generally.
Yes,
we don't research the
research.
topics. We just write them down and be like, oh yeah, that happened,
Yeah.
and then just talk about something completely
And,
random, like
then
Chef
pick
Ramsay.
something from that to branch off into the stupidest conversations.
That's
And
what
then-
sets us
yep.
apart. Is that
The
we're
one thing
complete
that I did
idiots.
notice a lot of people saying that they like the whole pre-show a lot more. That it's
Yeah.
not based on topics. It's just random shit.
Those are my favorite podcasts, like the Ricky Gervais ones, where they don't have topics.
Yeah,
they just,
they're just
they
natural, yeah.
It's like
But that's why one of these podcasts are usually a lot better, because we have 3 topics, then we go to that stuff, and then we go off on a random, stuff.
So what
we
do you-
generally do that anyway, even with
So
we
it's
have
up to
a lot of
people.
topics.
It's up to
yeah,
people
you
to
guys give us the
us
topics.
some material.
And by the way, when did you start looking at the tablet on the Creature Hub Twitter? What days do you usually look? It's on
I
Saturday.
tweet it out on Saturday morning.
Saturday.
usually,
So guys,
so people start
Saturday.
tweeting right
well,
away.
if you want to have your question feature in one of these
At
right
Creature
now,
Hub.
add Creature Hub.
Here's
Hub.
one that
Hob.
Podcast.
this one doesn't say, obviously anyone in specific or whatever, but it says talk about the people who are exploiting YouTube and only care about the money. It's kind of,
What do you mean?
that's all it says.
Well, I think a lot of people.
Those kinds of people are there. What could you say?
No, people, first of all, people like that were already there from the beginning, not now. They just have
It's
that
always
mindset.
been around,
Second
yeah.
of all, what is the difference between working and doing something? And this is again goes into the whole topic of like, if you love something, you get money out of it.
No, they're talking exploiting
Exploiting, like-
YouTube and only care about
What
the
is-
money.
what is
Completely
exploit-
different.
What is exploiting? What
Kind of
Explaining,
like,
like,
people used to like do
giveaways.
tags and giveaways,
Yeah,
like not
yeah.
not proper tags.
What do we think
misleading
about
thumbnails?
I don't know,
Taking
just
advantage
talk
of
about
like disasters and stuff, like
Yeah.
making videos like the hurricanes, or if like there was tsunamis.
when
I
they're
remember
just
some
all
people were
based on
doing
video
that.
games?
Yeah, when they
I think
do a
that's what
video
this guy is
and-
talking about.
Well,
Not,
there's
not like
certain
a-
things. There's certain things. Like I remember there was a specific event that falls into this was I remember we fall under the current of Machinima. We're under Machinima. We're all Machinima partners. And one of the people from Twitter itself said this. I think this was when the Xbox thing was happening, the Xbox One unveil. And one of his name is what, Rick Mendoza. He's the one that everybody goes to for embargo dates, so when we can actually upload Let's Plays or any other things. And he said, we do not know what's going on. We haven't heard from Microsoft itself. So please do not upload anything Call of Duty or anything Xbox related. And there was people already saying fuck it and doing it already. And I went to Rick, man. I'm like, dude, like, you're telling us this, that we are not allowed to do this uploading of certain things, but you guys, when they do it, you guys don't do anything about it. So
There's really nothing you can do. Like in that case,
his
that's
reply
more like,
reply was like, yeah, but
there's-
something
Believe me, I know that there's
that's more
been
their risk. Like
Yeah.
they're taking the chance right there. If they get strikes, then that's.
But
their
there's
problem.
been numerous times where it's like someone will lay down ground rules.
and people break them.
People
regardless.
will be quick to break them. It's like,
And they don't do anything about it though. And I remember people were like, the people that actually broke those rules, there was fans of other YouTubers, ours and everything. They were like, this person already uploaded this the moment it happened. Like, but there's a difference. Like, or my question is, where's the line where they are money hungry, or they want to have be the one?
There's gonna be people like that. It's up to the people that are like overseeing them to put a stop to that.
Yeah, we
like
can't do
basically.
anything.
I mean, what the fuck is like if someone does that and breaks like a release date or something like that, and another YouTuber's like, like you're a fucking money hungry asshole. You fucking did this.
And then
it's like,
starts a
how does
flame
that?
war,
I mean,
How does that work? Because
drama
you're doing the
thing.
same thing.
nobody's like that wouldn't be. Like, that person doesn't have to take down their video just because another YouTuber doesn't like it.
No,
like,
it'd be,
it needs to be
a
higher up.
It needs to be a higher up.
for justice from other sources.
It needs to be a higher
like
up.
if Batman patrolled YouTube, that would be nice.
So it all comes down to, like, I guess, you know, the network that the people are with or whatever.
But
Like, they have
but
to-
my
they have to
question,
go with that.
well, not my question. My statement is like, do I like it? Of course not. I know. There's people that would get video games that fucking would not be out. There was a specific one that I remember. I don't remember. I'm not gonna mention names itself because there's, I guess I'm better than that. I don't need to do that. But the Metal Gear Rising Let's Play. Somebody had already uploaded the whole game months before the embargo. And he never got shit on. So this is the thing. Like, if YouTube doesn't take advantage or
Yeah, that happens with every
like,
game.
we can't do anything. Do you think I would I love to break embargoes? Of course I would love to break embargoes. More, I can put the content before everybody else and I get the views and everything. But it's not. I follow the rules. I don't want to do that. I want to I do follow the rules that everybody gets me, and I'm like, all right, well, if I follow the rule, then I would expect everybody else to do it. But you know, I guess there's this thing for, at least for YouTubers, that I always talk to Alex, is there's invisible rule. There's these invisible YouTube rules that we self-inflict upon, and like, you know, we try to stand by them. Like, we try not to like do other things that like.
I think just in general, like, it's how it's gonna be.
Yeah,
regardless.
they got
Like, there's
nothing
not
to do
really.
about it.
There's not much we can do about it. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do?
We're not gonna sit there. We're not gonna sit there
Yeah.
and call them out and say, "Oh, go
You
flip
can bitch and moan. You can do whatever, but I mean,
Because like
at the end of
I
the
had
day.
like we. It's not that we're trying to be snitches, but other people have tried to take the path of like addressing it to higher ups and themselves, and nothing gets done. So at this point, we're just wasting our breath.
it just gets funny when their tactics eventually caught up to them or get caught up to them.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
No, that's the justice part.
And the sad
Karma.
part is that these people actually
Yeah.
know, like
Karma.
people that like you know, let's say like a GameStop or Kmart or Walmart, they know people inside the actual store that they will hand them the game just because instead of paying like, let's say 100 or let's say $50 for a new Call of Duty, there's people that get it weeks ahead, but they have to pay $300-$400 for it. And it's like, what do we do? What do
It's
we
like
do?
the video game black market.
Yeah, it is a video game black market, but what can you do?
Can't
You know?
really do too much.
We can get a vigilante that dresses up and then uses Sly's silence pistol pillow method.
I would
and take
love
out
if-
every single one of these.
I'd
people.
love if someone from fucking YouTube was like a designated person to be on the gaming side of things. Like, at least I'm not sure if we have like a designated
I don't
gaming
think so.
side of like YouTube where it's like they oversee that.
You know,
But, like,
somewhat
I mean,
something like Twitch. There's actual people that like
Yeah.
overseas, like, you know, you shouldn't be doing this.
It's obviously too much to ask for when it comes to YouTube. so.
You can't.
There's
ask
too much
for
content
them.
going up
It's just
daily.
too much of a good thing. They can't seem to do that. So
Whatever. Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, there's been plenty of rules even since the beginning, like way back, like 2008. There's been rules where it's like, you know, you can't do this, but yet people do it anyway. So I mean, you can't really do too much.
And the
about it.
sad part of it is like they're aware of it.
Yeah.
They jeopardize not only their channel but their reputation, but they still do it. And
anyone that breaks rules, it's kind of like this is why we can't have nice things saying, because people that do that usually do something stupid, and then there's another rule actually like super enforced put in
Oh, yeah,
place
like
that
our,
we have to deal with.
Our Capcom stuff. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. I don't
that
know if
was
anybody
fun.
even knows about that.
What about it?
but
Okay,
we were supposed to do some stuff with Capcom in regards
Like
to
a
Resident
huge,
Evil,
awesome,
which
like,
I mean
deal
I was
we
stoked
had.
to do stuff like with Resident Evil for them, and like it turns out I guess they had some kind of what was it, like a womanizer or some shit like that on their stream.
someone that-
It was like someone who was
They
being
were
like
doing
a
stream
real
with them or something,
like
and
a real
some
dick
guy
like
was
towards
just-
women on like a fighting game thing where it was like a Street Fighter type thing or something like
Wasn't
that.
he shitting on the game too?
I think so.
I
at
have
the
no
same
idea.
time,
I don't know.
kinda
I
just
just know
the
he was
whole-
shitting on the chick, and he
Yeah.
was like, you know,
Either way, it
Doing
was
like
something
that.
that Capcom was like sponsoring, and they just
It was one of their, I guess, one of their first times of
Yeah.
working with like the content producers.
They're like, oh hey,
us.
let's work with a content producer
Yeah.
and have them do this, and it was just a
I
complete,
guess it just left a
just
bad taste in their mouth.
terrible thing, and
Yep.
then it kind of lost us this awesome like opportunity we would have had with them to do a lot of cool stuff with them, and
At
it
different
just sucks.
conventions and stuff.
I wish the people that are involved in these companies would do actually a little bit of homework in regards of this. Like, if you like in this case, I think they went on the blind with that, didn't they? They just like, oh, this
I don't
guy's
know
popular,
the
let's
exact-
give it to
yeah,
him, blah
I
blah
don't
blah.
know.
No idea.
I'm sure something. Like that,
Any other questions?
Someone
involved?
asked about more childhood memories / moments.
More childhood memories.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I talked about a lot of those already. Like, do you guys remember your first kiss? Did you
Yeah, it
guys
was at
ever-
18.
Not really.
Really?
Yeah.
You got your
Prom
first
night.
That's when you got your first kiss?
Yep. I've only had one girlfriend before, like now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit. Man, I feel bad.
I know. Chalk that up to my mom. I've talked about my mom so many times. Like Creature talks up to this point. But
People
yeah.
should know.
I don't know if we. If
I
they
can
know.
think of a bunch of injuries I had. No broken bones.
I'm trying to
but-
think of something.
I've broken
school.
both my wrists and both my knuckles. Or no, both my wrists and my knuckle.
Jesus Christ.
And my nose.
I remember always throwing.
Oh, I can tell
pencils
my
in the
mugging
ceiling.
story. I've
Oh.
never told
You
that.
never told that?
I've never told that.
Tell
I
it.
told people like a year and a half ago that I would tell this on a stream, and I never did.
I'm gonna
Okay.
follow your story with this. I'm gonna follow your story with my I don't know why I actually come on and say these, but it's just for your entertainment. But when I started stealing,
Okay. Ooh.
and I'll tell you what did it started with.
Okay, maybe yours will jump off of mine because I got mugged.
All right.
All right.
Oh man.
Okay, so this is my
shit.
mugging story that people have been asking me to tell for like forever now. Okay, so I was 12 years old. My parents wanted my brother and I. We were gonna go to the movies, and my parents wanted my brother and I to go see the same movie. So we were gonna go see like Big Crush, starring like Owen Wilson and Morgan Freeman or something like that. Whatever it was called, I don't know what it was called.
Blue
but-
Crush.
Blue Crush.
No, it wasn't Blue Crush that surfing movie.
Yeah, I was about to
no, it
say.
wasn't called that. It was like Big
Wait,
Crush.
that-
Although it had a
is
beachy
that with the
theme.
girl from Resident Evil and
Yeah,
fucking
Michelle
Fast and
Rodriguez.
Furious?
Yeah. But so I wanted to go see Win a Date with Tad Hamilton, and with Topher Grace and that dude from Transformers.
Topher Grace.
My brother went to go see Butterfly Effect, and so I go
Yeah.
see, which I couldn't have seen because it was rated R. So he went and saw that. I went and saw Win a Date with Tad Hamilton, and my movie let out before his. So I ended up leaving. The theater was closed. It was like 12 o'clock at night. You Got Served just premiered that night. That was the opening night for You Got Served. And this was all in Garner, North Carolina, which was a really ghetto area. So there was a lot of like ghetto people there, like a lot of thugs.
First of all, before you continue with that one, I'm gonna stop and keep us. I like how we started using the word ghetto. At first, it was like taboo, and now we're just like, yeah.
I'm not saying. I'm not just saying black people. I'm saying everybody, like ghetto.
yeah,
I'm
no,
just saying ghetto,
the ghetto
thuggish
term is
people.
big. A lot
Because
of people don't get it.
because you Got Served was like a big huge
Yeah.
dance movie, and everybody was like, oh shit, we're going to see You Got Served. And God, so
Yeah, man.
Sir.
yeah, oh my God. So, a couple times we had gone before, like, I would come out of a movie and my brother would go to the bathroom or whatever, and then he'd go straight to the car. So I was like, okay, maybe his movie got out. I didn't know my movie got out before his. Maybe his got out, he's at the car. So I went out the side entrance. We had parked on the side of the theater. Went to the car, he wasn't there, so I'm like, oh, okay, shit. So I go to the front of the theater. They locked the doors after the last movie starts showing. So I couldn't get into the theater. There was a group of kids in there, but they weren't letting me in. They were just sitting there talking. So I'm like,
Oh, what
okay,
assholes.
whatever. I'll go wait by the car in this ghetto area at 12 o'clock at night in the low-lit side of the movie theater. So I go over there. I'm just standing there, like,
begging for it.
this group of people walk by me and like they're coming up, and I get kind of nervous because I'm like, holy shit, this is a big group of people coming towards me. I'm kind of freaking out. They end up walking by me. Okay, whatever. So a couple minutes later, same thing happens again. This time I'm not so scared because I was like, what was I thinking? I'm not going to get in trouble or anything, or nobody's going to do anything. Another group walks straight up to me. There's this it's a group of black people. It's a group of like 8 or 9 black people. I'm a little 12-year-old kid, literal 12-year-old kid. I'm not that scared at this point though, because I'm like, what the hell's happening?
You went
Every-
scared of a group of
Hold on. I was a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I was
okay,
like,
so-
He was
okay.
naive.
So everybody's older except for the one kid who starts
what was the
talking.
group that went before? What
They were all black people too.
Shit, man.
But like,
fucking lightning striking twice in the same time. I don't know, booking the fuck out of there, man. Fuck that. No way.
So the group comes up. Everybody's older than me and taller than me, except for the one kid who walks up and starts talking to me. So this must be
The leader.
in retrospect.
He's
In
the
retrospect,
leader.
no,
The
this
little baby
might have been like an
leader.
initiation kind of thing. They may have been making him do this. So the kid, he has to be my age, if not a little bit older. Starts talking to me. He's like, "Hey, man, how old are you?" And I'm like, "I should probably lie. 13." So I tell them I'm 13. They're like, "You here with anybody?" And I'm like, yeah, my parents, they're in the bathroom. They're about to come right out. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm smart. Yeah, I'm doing this. So I'm like, yeah, they're right in there. They're about to come out. They're like, do you have any money? I'm like, no. And the kid starts reaching in my front pockets. And I grabbed his hands and like threw him out of my pocket. I'm like, what are you doing? And he pushed me up against the car. And so I start freaking out. And they're like, the people in the back, they're like, man, he doesn't have anything. And then somebody yelled, punch him. And so the kid like strikes this like fighting pose, like almost kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. And then just like one punch, I'm down. He punched me. I was on the ground. My nose started like gushing blood, like bleeding a lot. And he freaked out. Like the kid who punched me started, I don't know if he was like trying to make fun of me or something. He was like, man, are you okay? You okay? Like, I don't know if he was being legitimate or what. So I start crawling away. I'm like crying at him not to punch me again. I crawl away and all of them scatter the second they saw that I was bleeding. They all just fucking, oh shit, run! Like they all just bolt. So I'm sitting here on the side of the theater by myself, crawling on the ground, blood coming out of my nose. Like I'm feeling my face. I'm like, holy shit. I didn't know what to do. So I crawled around, got up, walked to the front. Like I have blood dripping down on my hoodie. Walked to the front of the theater. The same group of kids who were in there talking, like looked at me and were, oh shit, and they let me in. They grabbed a security guy. He ended up like running outside and grabbed two guys and came back. I didn't know what any of the people looked like. So he brought back two other guys and I'm like, I don't know if this is them or not, but they ended up calling the cops. Cops came, talked to the cops. Then I saw my brother walking by while I was being questioned by a police officer. He looks fucking terrified, like he lost me. And like I guess the cops were there, so he was like starting to freak out. And I was just like, Tom, and he was like, oh my God. So they offered for me to go in an ambulance to the hospital. They were saying it seemed like it was broken and they didn't want to send me home without going to the hospital. But I ended up calling my parents, telling them, and they told me to come home, and we ended up going to the hospital. Spent the entire night at the hospital, hardly got any sleep. But the end of the story, I guess, is like the movie theater ended up paying for the medical bills because we could have sued them for gross negligence because like they had no patrolling security and very low like lighting on the side of the building. But they never found anybody. And I had a broken nose.
Wow. And Dan hates United Artists Theater.
Oh, United Artists. Yeah, that was the theater. It's a dollar theater now in Garner. It's a dollar theater now.
My thing is that, like, I mean, moral of the story here is,
be afraid of a group of black people.
You see one black group of people and they let you off, you fucking run, because if there's another one, you're fucked. Like, you don't get two chances. You fucking run. When I seen those guys in laser tag, I fucking ran. I was like,
They told me to go over there.
We're confined in an area where they're probably fucking drunk. And I'm like, if I say something, which I ended up saying anyway, and I fucking make them mad.
The music was too loud for them to hear.
Jordan would have been he would have been coming up behind me, and Jordan would have been seeing my fucking laid out body, like just sitting there. I would have been twitching and shit. Jordan, please take me home. Please take me home.
I'm not having a good time.
This is not fun.
Shit, that is ridiculous.
That was a really good story.
Yes.
What if you asked the first group?
Will you protect me?
Yeah, if you had the first group to protect you, and then you just had fucking like clash right there.
And instead of fighting, they would have danced off.
Shit.
Yo, what's up,
man?
man?
They just start getting.
Feel me? You feel me, brother? Yeah.
Like I'm just lucky they didn't have I'm lucky they didn't have a knife or a gun or anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, it seemed like to be like I don't know.
They didn't seem like they wanted to get in too much trouble if they all scattered.
Like it seemed like a gang, like
a middle school gang kind of thing.
To like start it up. It seemed like he was the fresh.
I was the first one, maybe. Maybe this is
no.
Maybe
they were already done. It was for that kid.
Yeah.
He had to like prove himself that he could be. Yeah. That he would have done what he was told.
Where do you think that kid's at right now?
Oh, he's probably in Harvard. Making a good
Harvard?
life. Making
Harvard?
I
think he said Harbor.
Yeah, a good life. He's getting his grades up. He's making a change.
Maybe I changed his life. He's like, man, I'm not doing this anymore.
I'm going to school. I'm not skipping school anymore like every other 10-year-old does.
This is not for me.
Sly does.
This is not what?
Like Sly does. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But yeah, that's actually a really good story.
He might have became something.
Yeah, he might have.
Hopefully, something good came out of that outside
of
me,
construction worker.
Getting weird about going out by myself now. Although I'm not too bad about that anymore.
He's a fucking actor now, man.
Yeah, he's on IMDb. You found him.
His name's Don Cheadle.
I was about to say Terrence Howard, the original roadie.
Oh god. Well, my story is a little bit different. In this one, I'm actually the bad guy. You were the victim. I'm the bad guy.
Sly was the guy.
You robbed me. Were you the kid?
No, I wasn't. I was in a different game. It was this was the time where Pokemon became a big thing.
He stole Pokemon cards.
Oh, but it was.
Who hasn't? I mean,
At knife point?
I've stolen Pokemon cards too. Go ahead. I mean, I'll tell you how I stole Pokemon cards. I was fucking.
But this I never had the fascination over anything but Pokemon's like the cards like that. I never had like I need to have everything, and I still to this day I can, if you guys come over, I can show you. I still have all first 151 when that was the only thing that mattered. But I was like a drug dealer of Pokemon cards. It came to the point that at this point, this is where I got my computer and everything. So there were kids that would be interested in, like, let's say Charizard or Blastoise, and what I would do.
Hey man, you got a Charizard in there?
Yo, dude,
holographic.
Get some Blastoise.
But and there was
like Charmander,
there was
man.
only cards that they were only released at the time first in Asia or Japan or wherever they would do it. And I remember there one specific one that I remember. It was a card they had all 3 legendary birds, and it was actually considered a card stuff, what would you have, just a Charmander or whatever, but it was a unique card that you had to have all 3 magics and it would do a lot of damage, whatever. A lot of people wanted that one, and I remember that my kids in my school were kind of dumb, and what I would do, I would
Cut and paste.
yes,
Oh, he created the card.
yes, I would actually.
He's forging Pokemon cards and selling them.
When I was a little kid,
Amazing.
and I at age, I want to say this was around
You got so good.
middle
at it.
school. I want to say middle school. What I want to say I was 13, 14.
Yeah.
I was one of the kids that had, I guess, the most money in their wallets because I would sell these cards.
These fake cards.
But
how did you make them? Okay,
This reminds me of Catch Me If You Can. Like, you know,
Yeah,
it's
this is
forging
like
checks.
now. This has nothing to do with
The
Sly
FBI
and forging passports. Now that's a whole other story. But the fact that
As if that was a set thing before.
all right. So I need to now forge passports. Is that the next thing I need to start jumping in? Anyway,
that's how I got my passport from you.
Oh, well, there you go.
Thank you.
It was you still owe me money. But
I gotta
for these specific cards, if I actually studied them and see how rare they were and everything, I actually had like a book of like how rare.
Oh,
and,
one of the like
yeah,
books that tell you how much they're
and
worth.
like how often they would appear in packs and which ones that you had to get and everything, and that's where I would actually value the prices. So this one specific, I got $50 for that. And what I did, I ripped a green energy card, ripped the front of it, and pasted the 3 legendary bird cards in it. And then the one thing about all my cards that they were laminated. So, but the thing that I would say was like, it's because that way they'll actually be preserved longer. And I would actually, I had another bullshit. I had my book that I never laminated a single one because I thought that was a horrific idea. Cause it just,
but you used to tell them that you'd laminate them so you
I
could
was,
rip them off.
This was when I was young, and I
This
was
is
like, I had a
terrible.
book specific, and they get to pick. Like, I had bullshit ones that were really easy to get, but I laminated those too, so they have that false sense of security.
So would you print the
I would
the
print
front?
them off websites.
Oh, okay.
And put them and everything. Make sure they
What
was
a genius.
It's legit. But then before that, there was I have friends that were into the whole Pokemon thing too. And this was actually a really bad one. This kid brought his stack of cards, of Pokemon cards, to school, and me and my friend were like, "Yo, this dude has Pokemon cards. Let's get him." And
Wow.
we didn't beat him up or anything, nothing like that. So
Get him.
this
it's okay.
So
Let's preface
this was in front of everybody. There's everybody, all the kids. This was at 12 o'clock where everybody gets their break. So me and him were talking to this kid, and what we did the sandwich technique. So what we would see like, oh man, you have Pokemon cards. Let me see them and everything. And by the way, this is my old way. I'm not proud of them, but it's my lifestyle. But whatever. So what me and him would do. We'll have the kids sit in the middle between both of us. So we
Get 'em to
both
turn?
we both beforehand we will watch the cards and be like, oh my god, we will have like a specific hint like, wow, that Charizard is mint, or like a random word. I'm like, that's mint, and that's the one that we would say that's the card that I want because that's the one I need, or that's the one that I can sell again. And we will say one specific word. So we'll separate the deck, and the kid could not be watching back and forth, me and him.
Yeah.
So when I noticed that he was paying attention to him, I would grab a car and slip it underneath of me. I would put it on like on my butt or anything like that, and just sit on it. And I just had like 4 holographic ones. I had a Charizard, a Blastoise, and I just had it on me. And then it was my friend's turn to get his card that he wanted. So I would drag the attention to him. I'm like, hey, and I would just be loud or something. And I'd be like, hey, this, and the kid would pay attention. And I could see my friend just going, putting everything underneath him. I'm like, dude, you're being super obvious. But at that one point, after we all get the cards that we want, one person had to take the bullet, which this is the time that, and a few times we did get caught, but you had to take the kid away from us. And the one person had to in this case, I would actually stay here with all the cards that I have, and the other kid would have to find a way to distract the kid, get into walk, and then I would just run and leave the school with the cards and then stash them. And
was this after school was over or during school?
Oh, this was school. School time. We would
skip school to steal Pokemon cards.
Well, yeah, I would stash them somewhere. Like, remember how I told you that in front of my school there was like the beach and everything? Mm-hmm. I would find a spot and I would throw them over there, make sure that even if it rained, and nothing would happen. And but at times like kids would find us and everything. I remember I did this not in school but in the neighborhood.
The Pokemon job.
And I had like a mom come to us like, hey, you saw my kid's fake cards, and my parents were so like having my back. They're like,
they stood up for you all those years.
They're like, my kid doesn't even have a computer. I don't know where he would do that, and like they would even show him my room and everything, but the computer would be in their room. So like I don't know, it just
aiding and abetting a pokey fugitive.
That's when I first saw
sick.
it, but it went.
What do you think those kids are doing now?
Huh?
What do you think
they're probably
doing?
crying over there? They probably stopped their lives.
They're probably
at that
in
age
mental
and
institutions because you stole their Pokemon cards.
The one thing
they're like
there's all right, but here comes and maybe you guys will think it's bullshit or not, but we would always go to the rich spoiled kids. We would never go to I would never go if you were my friend.
So you're Robin Hooding them.
Kinda. We never went to the people
giving to the rich and selling to the poor.
Yes.
Stealing from the rich and selling.
Stealing from the rich and selling to the
poor.
poor.
How many of those $50 ones did you end up selling? Probably.
So 10 of them.
Wow.
Oh man.
Did
you pay taxes on that?
If James were your friend at that age, he would have gotten in on that. I think.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, he's smiling like he would have. He's like,
yeah,
I would have gotten in on that.
Yeah. My card theft deal was a lot more less straightforward than his and more cutthroat, I think, than his.
What is it?
What did you do?
Let me hear this.
He would just punch kids and take them.
No, that would be terrible.
Give me your Pokemon. The thing also on top of that is we like to rush. We knew that it was wrong and whatever, but it was just snobby little fuckers. They just oh, look what I got! I'm like, fuck you. I don't give a fuck about you.
Here, buy this Pokemon card. This is actually yours.
I don't know. It was funny. We like to fuck around with the bratty kids. They were thought they were top shit. I'm like, well, guess what? You're gonna get fucked over now. So, but yeah, what about you? How's your Pokemon stealing game?
Mine went from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I was always in Yu-Gi-Oh.
I never did the Yu-Gi-Oh game because the prices were not that high.
The thing was, I started with the Pokemon stuff, and it was funny because I didn't have that many cards. I didn't really, I don't know, I want to say I didn't really understand the concept of the Pokemon shit.
I love it.
It's weird. It's because at the mall they would have Barnes and Nobles or whatever, and in Barnes and Noble you can come in and they would have their own what the fuck was it called? It's not like a tournament. It's more like a what the hell is it? They give you a booklet and you can actually get badges and stuff in the show.
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
It's something like that.
They have that in Burger King too.
Yeah, there were different participating places, I guess, that would do that. Mm-hmm. And I remember, it was obvious that you wanted to get all the fucking badges. And my mom would bring me and drop me off. And so from the time I get dropped off, it's okay, I got this much time to get a fucking badge. If not, I'm walking away with no badge. Something like that. And it's weird because you just get a little placemat and you just sit down and then you'd start. playing. You'd play with whoever. Like, you'd walk up to them and be like, you want to play? Yeah, sure. And then you just sit down on your mat and start playing or whatever.
Yep.
But I mean, I'd be really dirty and I'd fucking just kind of take cards off their deck and put it into mine or something like that. I mean,
I think I might have done that a few times.
it depends.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It depends because, like, I mean, the thing was, like you said, you had yours laminated. Like at the time, like even with Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, they would have, not laminated thing, but
the folding
sleeves,
pack, yes,
sleeves,
yeah, little
and
sleeves.
sleeves because. It was funny, specifically for Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember.
It was like they had like the holographic back on there.
Yeah.
I remember those.
Like the thing was with those, I mean, for Yu-Gi-Oh, what would happen was, it was the Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments or whatever were being placed at Toys R Us. Mm-hmm. They sold those slips, like those things that you put the cards in.
Pockets.
Toys R Us sold them. That's where the kids would buy them from. So all I needed to do was have the same color. My deck color needed to match their deck color, and then I can easily maneuver around cards.
Yeah, that's fun.
I remember there was one card. I think one card I had probably, I don't know if I actually stole from them, but I think I might accidentally like kept some from people.
Accidentally kept.
Like one of the cards.
Yeah, I've done that a few times too.
Yeah.
They would like
Same here.
control-
All that time, I kept them by
I can't remember what it was, but you could control the card. And
Oh,
it
like
would
change
come
my
over-
heart? Change my heart?
Yeah, you would just
Change
come
your
over to
heart,
your
yeah.
side.
I've
and
done
then
that
you'd, like
before.
accidentally shuffle it into the deck.
Monster
kind of thing.
Reborn. You
Yeah.
could actually reborn one of theirs.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
that
I
would
remember
usually end
that.
up like stealing one of their cards accidentally, of course.
Yeah, I've done that before as well.
Like I
But
took
it was
advantage
so
of that.
it was funny when you would see like somebody get the sleeves because the sleeves would have like maybe 150 in a pack or something like that. So I could just be like, you're not using the rest of your sleeves. Like, can I get those sleeves? And then at the same time, I'd have the same color as them. So I'd have the same color deck, like at least facing down. So there's no way to tell the difference between like their down,
There was
down
actually
face
some
card or
smart
something like
kids
that.
that would write with marker on that, which those were the really hard. You could tell which ones were like the dumb ones that you could just easily.
Yeah.
You could tell like which ones were like, all right, these guys. Like it was a
They've been
challenge,
around the
but
block.
usually those ones that actually would put like the signature and everything on their cards or whatever. Those were the ones that you wanted to get because they had like hardcore, really good ones.
Yeah, they're dirty. Well, I was dirty actually.
Either that or
in
you
case,
do
but-
trading with kids that you like try and convince them their card sucks or something like that.
Oh,
But it's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
That's like the oldest trick in the book.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that was
I've
a
got
gimme,
these
though.
like really
Everyone's done that.
awesome
Yeah,
cards. and
That's just child.
Take advantage
That's
of
child
them.
mentality right there.
Man, that Machamp holographic. I mean, that looks pretty. I mean, but this Diglett, this
everything's pretty.
Yo, if you notice, you see the little circle. That doesn't mean it's a normal one. It means it's been shot limited edition for.
I remember they had this deal for the Pokemon one where you'd have to play a certain amount of matches in a day. They gave you cards for this too. Like if you would earn a badge, you'd get a card along with it, like a special card. And it was like I don't want to say tournament edition, but it was kind of like
there were a lot of tournament.
yeah, it was like for that for that event or whatever. So obviously you'd really want that card. And I remember just
a
playing
lot
with.
of Pikachu's were like that.
I would play with the same person, like whether it was my friend or something like that, and we just go back and forth, like letting each other win until I had enough X's on my shit, and I'd just be like, here it is. I mean, I did it. Give me the card. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
The hustling, the.
yeah, it was only. I think I was a lot worse when it came to Yu-Gi-Oh than what when.
How
it
about
came to
Magic the
Pokemon.
Gathering?
Never.
Never.
I did all
that.
three.
Never.
I never really played a whole lot though. I always just like collected cards, and I didn't buy them. I got
People
them
still
from
play
friends.
Magic. Like all the Machinima
Yeah.
guys be playing Magic and shit. Like
Yeah,
I don't know
packs.
anything about that. I don't know. Anything
I'm just
about
saying the Pokemon hustle was big at the time, and I don't know the
Pokemon
reason
hustle.
maybe.
That just reminds me. For some reason, that made me think of Gatsby, where it's like the Pokemon hustle is higher than it had ever
the cards
been.
were
I'm
smoother.
just the holographic cards were shinier.
Oh
But
god!
I'm just saying, like, I never got
And the
interested in the
trading
whole
was
Yu-Gi-Oh thing
fiercer.
because, like they were really common. Even the rare ones were common. Like for Pokemon, like a Charizard. Like I remember the first time when the Pokemon thing was sort of like a hit. A Charizard card separate that you could buy was $100 a pop. A holographic one,
That'll hit you in the wallet right there. That will.
Little Sly be walking around with $500 bill in his pocket.
Yeah.
I wasn't $500, but I was close to that. For a good day, I was happy. I didn't have to ask my parents for money to go to the movies or anything.
That's a lot of money when you're a kid.
That is a lot of
So
money.
what?
You could buy a lot of candy with that.
I'm not proud of
Candy.
it. It was a time, and I needed to adapt. Plus, I hated
Sink or swims. Scoots.
I hated
Scoots.
snobby
Scoots.
kids. Like I had a lot of kids. I had a lot of friends that were like, well off with because of their parents and everything, but they were never dicks to me. So I never targeted them. I always targeted the ones that were assholes. They were like, I'm
You
better
were a
than you."
thief with a moral compass.
Yeah, I guess.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
Robin
I talked
Hood.
about how before in high school how I would make a lot of noise and blame it on the little kids, right? Like did I talk about that?
No.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
I
Do you
think
remember that?
I don't
maybe.
recall this
Maybe
one.
I don't remember that.
I said that I would usually because we had this guy, our guidance counselor. He's a real prick. He's a real asshole. Like he doesn't give a shit about any of your fucking problems. He really doesn't. And he would be like our lunch person that's on duty for the most part usually. But he's also the most extreme forceful fucking guy. Like if you're in trouble, you're in trouble with him. Like he's gonna fucking do something. So usually when he would be on duty, we would usually bring in board games, and I had Sorry and shit like that. Remember?
Don't break the ice.
No, never don't break the ice. It would be it would be ones that you could probably end really in a short span of time because
Don't
it
break
was
the ice takes
Connect Four?
5 minutes.
But I couldn't find fucking Don't Break the Ice.
That
was
was too many pieces.
that was still in high school. That was still vintage. I was like, what the fuck? Where do you find that? They just re-released it on that shit. I could never find those. That was when I was really little. So I'd bring in Sorry. We'd play Sorry, and the thing was, whenever you hit somebody
you
back,
had said that,
when you hit
yeah.
somebody back, you
You
yell
did
out
say
Sorry. So we yelled we were yelling Sorry, we would yell it really loud until the guys started coming over, and we'd just be pointing over there, be like, it was them. They fucking did it.
They're obviously playing Sorry over there, not
fucking
us.
did it. They fucking did it. But some of the times, me and my one friend, we would fucking yell, at the top of our lungs, ah! Really loud, just to see.
That was loud as fuck. That shit peaked like a motherfucker.
It could be louder than that. But, it would just be really loud to where everyone would look over, at us, and they, the whoever's on duty would come around and look around the corner. And we'd just kind of be like, it was them, right there. Until the one time the fucking guidance counselor blocked off their area. He took fucking caution tape, taped off their area at the lunch table, and when they'd come in, he'd just be standing there with his arms crossed, and he'd be like, you gotta sit over there.
Did they
You gotta sit
never
over there."
catch on, or did the people never say it was them over there?
I would think that part of it was because okay, we're seniors, and it's
Freshmen.
the fuck are they gonna do to us?
Freshmen love when seniors go rowdy and shit. They wouldn't stop it either.
It's wait, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I loved when the seniors got rowdy and asshole.
I thought it was.
Yeah, that's just so
I loved it as a freshman.
I was majority. I don't know about you, but majority of the time I was cool with a lot of people too.
Yeah. I was
wouldn't-
cool with everybody.
I
but,
don't
mean,
snitch.
assholes are assholes.
Snitches get stitches. That's it. I never snitch.
I'm not gonna get blamed for something. That never happened to
I
me.
take
But
blame for shit I didn't do at times.
Wow.
But it's a code.
The freshmen really didn't.
code.
The
It's a
freshmen
code.
had no choice because this guy was not gonna take he wasn't gonna take their word over ours.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've been there for 4 years. They're gonna take our word over theirs. So it's just
Shouldn't he have known you well since you were a troublemaker?
Usually when I'd go into his office or something like that, when they'd send me to his office, it wasn't all the time that I'd get sent to his office, but the times that I would, he'd just be sitting there. He wouldn't do fucking anything. He doesn't do any work. I'd sit there for 15 minutes, and he'd be like, okay, go back to class. It's like he would say, if the teacher would come up to him later in the day or whatever and be like, I sent so-and-so over to your office. Did you get him or whatever? Did he successfully get there to your office? And he just, yeah, sure, he got there. But I didn't do a goddamn thing about it.
We had a big talk.
The people that he would choose to actually go hard on, he would. But, for the most part, I don't know. It was easy to
blame
I guess
on others.
for someone like me, it was easy to talk my way out of things, I guess.
You're a talker. That's what you do.
It was easy to silver tongue your way out, I guess you could say.
I still tongue my way out of a lot of detentions.
By the way, just because you brought the whole thing over games and everything, just a quick story with mine is I had a bunch of friends that we would work on workshop, and after we would do everything that
Microsoft Workshop?
No,
Oh.
wood class.
Wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after we were to be done with that, we would play this game we call Mistake. It was based with cards, and it was like solitary kind of deal. But it was everybody would all right, let's say solitary, you had to put 8, 2, 3, 4, and everything. But you split the deck into 4, and usually when you flip your card, it wouldn't be the 1. So you have it's a really confusing game, but moral of the story of this, the repercussions, if you didn't put the card that needed to go like in the middle, or let's say James had an ace and he didn't put it in the middle, I would call mistake. The retaliation, or what would have to come with that everybody in the game would slap the person's hand. It came to a point one time that we became so rowdy and we went so hard that one of the kids that were playing with us, it was, I guess we decided to pick on him because he was new, came out with bloody like hands, and it was just so ridiculous. And I don't know why teachers would not stop us.
We would play
bloody knuckles.
We would play bloody knuckles with quarters.
And slaps. Yep.
Well, we would play with quarters. You'd spin the quarter, and if you couldn't stop it without tipping it over, you'd have to sit there and we'd go like that.
Yeah.
Slam into your knuckles and
or slaps.
just bloody.
Yeah.
And then we'd play our version of
That could get
slaps.
fucking-
If you lost, if you're the one person that had like the remaining deck, like if you would have to get hit by the amount of cards that you had left by everybody.
Oh, Jesus.
Our version of slaps was, I can't remember I think it was just you hit each other right there on the forearm with two fingers as hard as you could, like until one person had to give up, and we would go out with bloody arms.
Yeah,
and
we used to do that with
bruises,
this.
massive
We'd
bruises.
slap that. There would be little blood spots like on the on where your elbow.
I don't know what the
bend
fuck
is.
kind of.
This is what,
James is like, I just yelled. I didn't fucking beat anybody.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're
hey,
just making fun of me.
these-
You guys are fucking hurting each other. Like, what the fuck is that?
The
Like,
teacher was showing us how to do it,
Hey.
so it hurt worse.
What?
yeah.
He'd be like, okay, you have to lick your finger, and it really starts.
Yeah,
what the
because
fuck kind of school? What the fuck kind of school? What the fuck kind of friends? What
Hey.
the fuck kind of people are you that you're gonna fucking hurt each other?
because
like, what the
friends
fuck?
do that. When
I've
you're
never
friends,
heard- I think
I've
it's
never
funny
heard
that
one of my
like that.
friends.
I feel like
and
that's
that's
already-
cool. Which is
Hey,
called hard
you
knocks.
fucking nut tap me. What are you talking about?
I do not
Well,
tap
that
on
was,
occasion.
That's
that was the
horrible.
whole building up thing, and that you deserve.
We've
that,
had
so.
we did have nut taps before, but like I mean,
That fucking hurts the worst.
we
What are you
fucking make
talking
each other
about?
bleed and shit. I mean, a nut tap
We
will,
just affect the sperm count
Hey.
of the guy.
nut tap will go away after maybe
No,
like a couple
nut
minutes.
tap
or
is
so.
like one of the worst things ever. You know it.
It'll go away a little bit.
But
Oh,
thanks to
man.
that, thanks to those games, and like, I don't know, did you guys ever have like little, like, did you guys have girlfriends in school or not?
Not
Because
really.
I
like,
think I've answered that already.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
well, sorry,
not really.
but I had really, I'm telling you, I'm sorry, Dan, I'm sorry, but I had really, and by the way, this is to anybody out there. I'm gonna teach you guys some Latino tricks.
Oh, no.
Latino tricks.
'Cause-
too.
well, thanks for
Give me
watching
tips.
us,
No, don't be a dick. 'cause
Jordan, the married man, needs dating tips.
Yeah, he doesn't. No, it's not dating
No,
tips.
Latino
it's
tips.
things to. All right, so when
I'm still trying to figure out what solitary is.
no, I'm gonna give you guys a quick tip. Well, when I started dating, I was really into the whole making out thing in school.
Yeah.
But
Making out in school?
it got to the point where it does happen, right? But it got to
He
the
started
point.
slapping the shit out of his girlfriend.
Can I deliver the tip so anybody knows how to go about it? Because this is a good remedy for problems. So I'm a biter, and I like to, at the point I guess at that time I would like to, I guess, give hickeys.
You say you're a biter?
Yeah, I'm a biter when it came to kissing, and I would give
What do you
hickeys too when I was young.
You bite lips? What do you mean?
Bite lips and neck and shit like that. But there was a problem with that, which was the hickeys, and that would mean that the girl or myself would get in trouble because my parents never liked the whole hickey thing. But my mom was really cool with me, and she's like, "Here's a little tip. Anytime that you know that you're gonna leave a mark, bring a brush with you. One of those combs, like the not like an actual brush, but what is it
Yeah,
called?
like
comb?
the black combs.
Yeah, the comb. What you do, and this is to anybody that ever gotten a hickey, there's two methods to get away a hickey in like a matter of like maybe an hour or two, which you should be able to do that. Hickeys last days actually, from what I recall. What you do, you grab this brush and you brush it really hard on the hickey. What is this gonna do? It's gonna disperse the spot that you actually sucked the blood, and it actually disappears. You're gonna have like a really big like I guess brush mark, but it will go away. It's not like permanent like a
It
hickey.
looks like a rash as
It-
opposed
it-
to...
it
So you look
sounds-
diseased as
Okay,
opposed
turn
to...
your neck for a second.
No, but I'm telling
A
you,
saw would also
worked.
work very
It
well.
worked.
You just
It-
cut the skin part off.
But I'm being legit.
It's only a flesh
I'm
wound.
trying to get tips for everyday living, and you're not letting me.
I don't know about you, but I think the slapping would have been better.
I think you should.
Well, the thing is with a slap, it doesn't like disperse a blood.
No, I'm talking about literally like slap her in the face, and then she slaps you back, and you just kind of like
The slapping game.
Oh, the slapping
Kinda like
game.
that, like-
And another thing is, if you warm up a spoon and then you just like rub it on that spot.
You telling people how to do dirt?
Okay, how do you?
They
That's
go
crap.
from hickey treatment to drugs.
So get a lighter and put it on the spoon and just go around a little bit.
Not hot enough that will burn you, but it's hot enough, and then you rub it on the head.
Yeah, use a
So-
microwave. Let's use a microwave. Throw the spoon in the microwave. Warm it up.
Why do I
How
even
would you
try?
get-
Why do I even try?
I don't know. I don't know why you feel you need to give Hickey advice.
Because there's a lot of people that don't.
Let people learn their
There's
lesson,
people.
okay?
There's people they're gonna go through this point in their life where them or their significant other at the time will have a hickey and they could get into serious trouble. So I'm trying to give them a tip how to get away with it. That's all I'm doing.
How do you get rid of bite marks?
Bite marks.
Yeah. Have you ever left a bite mark?
Well, if
I know
you
you're
get
talking
a
about biting.
knife
I don't
and
know.
you slice off
Bite
your
marks
skin,
are
like
kinda-
Say my
it
dog
works.
did it. Fuck.
Dog in my.
Start slapping yourself over it, maybe, or something like that.
Everything's cured by
I'm
slapping.
Done. I'm done.
Man,
I'm done.
Sly's
Slap it.
brought just a beautiful.
I taught you guys how to get rid of hickeys. I taught every time that it comes down to these random topics. I'm the
but
one
if you
saying
get a
shit.
pillow and you put it on the hickey too, that way
It'll absorb the bruise.
It'll absorb the blood that's sitting at the top of the skin,
Fuck
and then
you.
you're good. You're good to go. It's a matter of seconds. Like
Those are the
that.
tips, though.
Alrighty.
Brush over the hickey with a comb or a warm spoon. It will do the trick too.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yes,
I apologize.
If you take
for
anything
everything.
away from this creature talk, it's that.
Go ahead, kid. What did you?
Sly stole. Dan got mugged. James yelled and blamed little kids. I cried at Lord of the Rings.
What a
And you're
you
the
so much
biggest
for-
bitch of them all
Thank
because
you so
of
much
that.
for watching.
One bitch to rule them all. One bitch to
I
bind.
actually booted up the sprinkler system today. I felt pretty cool.
Oh, you know who he put it on me? He saw me. He's like, "Oh my God, Sly!" And he turned the sprinklers on me, so I didn't come in.
Racist.
Asshole.
What a feminist.
Yeah, what a feminist I am.
All
I
right.
hold a feminist rally now.
That was Creature
Sly's not
Talk
invited.
for the 1st of June.
Happy birthday, James.
Happy birthday, James.
23-year-old.
Happy
James.
birthday, Notch. More importantly.
Jordan would say that. Alrighty. Bye.
Take care, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Let's sing our way out of creature talk.
Why the hell would we do that?
Creature talk.
What did we learn today?
That Sly steals Pokemon cards
And
and sells them
also-
to the poor.
What did we learn today?
James yells at little kids and blames them on his
What
whatever that guy
did
was.
we learn today that we're bad people. On
We're
a
all
podcast.
bad people, and Sly knows how to dispose of a body by giving it to pigs.
He also
so much
knows
for
how to
watching.
dispose of hickeys. Bye.
Hey, hickeys.